Okay, everyone's back. Yay!
Hello.
Hello. Right, you'll line up. Sweet. So, very quick recap. Lots of fun. Last session made it to Horwood House after running from the alarm being set off by Dylan expertly breaking into the small corner shop. And then on making your way into the safety, or what you thought the safety of Horwood House to get away, Dylan disappeared, which was scary for everyone. Really missed him. And you found that Horwood House was occupied by some people that really didn't want you there. Told you to piss off and leave them alone. You were then followed into the house, or towards the house, by a horde of zombies that had followed from the alarm being set off. And various fights happened with different people nearly getting knocked out or getting knocked out. I think there was a situation where both Graves and John were face down in the dirt. That was a bit hairy. One of the guys, one of the bandits just gave up, just fucked off out of there. Just had no time for this bullshit anymore. And we finished with everybody at the front door as the front door broke open. As John swang for one of the guys that were in there, one of the bandits that were in there, missed, hit a table. At the same time, the door was being hit. Door, poof, bursts open. And you can see that the outside zombie horde were making their way in. John is unconscious on the floor. At the same time, Beth burst into a back room after being told that is where Matthew was, and found Matthew, who is currently, well, just coming to consciousness, Matthew, but you are handcuffed. Oh, yeah, handcuffed and tied up. So Matthew is in a room with Beth. Zombie doors just broken open. Dylan is MIA. And Greg, Greg was persuaded right at the very end to help hold the door shut, as we will start by pretty much going straight back into initiative. So let me just make sure I've got everything set up. I've still got it from where we were last time. But actually, no, before we do that, let's work out where Dylan was. So Dylan, you were the last man to leave the corner shop with the alarm going off. Everybody's come out. You've seen all of your compadres running towards Horwood House. Matthew leading the charge, everyone else running. And in your usual cautious nature, kind of hanging to the back to let them go and clear the path ahead before following. As you pass by, yes, exactly, it's typical Dylan behaviour. As you, last man of the group, are passing by the last door to the big building where everyone had possibly seen some movement going on, the door swings open and out steps fairly hefty looking male character, all in like a black leather jacket, as he stands, quite large. And as you kind of glance and get a look, this guy just swings across with a bat straight across your chest, and that's the last thing you remember. Poof, lights out. The rest of the party carry on, and heard door slamming and things going on before. But yeah, you're kind of keeping a bit of a pace. Everyone's got a bit of a jog on as they're running. And yeah, this guy comes out, bang, right across your chest, lights out. That's the last thing you remember. Oh, hang on. Fucking stupid computers. Try to do something else. So you start to feel yourself, your eyes, you kind of come into, open your eyes, and you're like, fuck, it's dark, what's going on? Moving your head around, you can feel your arms you're sat down on you assume a chair because of the way you sat. You can't move your feet. Your feet are stuck to the chair legs, and your arms are cuffed. You can move them a bit, but they're cuffed back behind your chair. As you kind of come to kind of consciousness, and you're trying to look around and you're peering, you realise that over your head is some sort of either mask or bag or something that is obstructing your vision. You feel the pain across your chest from the hit still as you kind of catch your breath. But yes, what you can see is there's a light on that you can see shining in the room, but as you try and make out, you can't really see anything within that room. You can see that there's a light and it's dark within inside, but apart from that, you are stuck as far as you can work out, to this chair, hands cuffed behind you. You would be able to probably feel you as you like kind of move around to try and work out what's going on. You realise they're like Ziploc ties rather than handcuffs. You're used to doing the same things on your chair. So your feet are stuck, bums on the chair, arms are tied together but not tied to the chair behind your back. And as you're peering through, you've got a light on in this room, but that's all you can see. Before we go back to the mystery, is anything you want? Yeah. Okay. So you sit. Perfect. So, back to the right mouse, please. Back to the Horde house. So we have the action will all be kind of going on here as we'll stick to initiative order. The only person that doesn't have initiative is Matthew. So can you roll initiative for me, please?
7.
Nice high roll.
Yep.
I'm gonna die today. Matthew. So yeah, Matthew, as you're kind of coming to your, you've heard probably the instigator of you coming back to kind of reality and waking up was the door slamming open of the dark room you're in. You've been thrown in with some boxes, and your feet are untied, are loose, but you are handcuffed. And you can feel as you move your hands behind your back, you can feel that there are metal cuffs around your hands. And as you kind of get your eyes adjusting to the persons there, you see the familiar figure of Beth, who just kicked in the door to find you, stood in front of you. We'll get to you in terms of initiative, that's what we want to do, but just so you're aware, that's where you are. You're in this back room over here, in this back corner.
Just quickly,
Yep.
do I have any less hit points from...
No.
No,
so in terms of the time that went on, it was only actually it was quite a long time. It would have been a few minutes from you being taken, pulled inside. The guy kind of cuffed you, threw you in the room, and as he's throwing you in the room, kind of giving you a smack. You've hit the floor because you're cuffed, right? You've gone down without the ability to hold yourself, and about 2.5, 3 minutes later, poof, doors flown open because. Have quick comments.
Sorry, can I quickly clarify the same for me as well?
Mm-hmm. You're still at full.
Okay.
For now. Cool. So, you're stood there. Graves is kind of giving the call out to the two guys here. So, just to explain the situation as well to anyone that didn't catch up from last time, we have the front door that's been kicked in. Here, we have a barricade that is being held by Greg to keep the door to only one width open, so only one attacker can come through. You have two former enemies that are maybe friends. Graves tried to do the work to bring them on side. They tried to do, again, the work with you guys, actually, to say, look, we've got a common problem here. We need to get through this. The one at the back had the tit-for-tat with Beth about releasing Matthew. And he said he would definitely do it, but if he helped, Beth ignored and charged through the door. John tried to come in last minute, throw a haymaker. First guy missed, smashed into the barricade they were building, and as he came out, took a punch to the back of the head and knocked himself back unconscious. So John is currently unconscious as we stand as well, so we'll be rolling death saves on his go-round. So, to the top. The surprise round will come from the attackers and zombies that come through. So we get one popping through, and he's going to take a swing straight at the guy in front of him. Woohoo, that's a 19 and a 1. So this first, almost judging from everything that's just happened within 6 seconds, John swinging, him ducking out of the way, his mate to his left smashed him in the head. This guy's then turned to face as the first zombies pulled him his way through and charged straight at him. Hit this guy with an attack, and he's got hold of him now. As the first attacker is through the door inside the house, Greg is still holding that door to keep it to that one side, and he did land a blow. And that is, yeah, all they're going to do now. So, Luke, it is your round. You are here, sir.
Can I get in there and try and attack the Ian?
The Ian. I was like, he's not called Ian. Oh, wait. If I get some of the debris out of the way, because Greg is going to be right up against this door here. You could get alongside. You'd have to step in between Graves and Greg, and you could take a swing from the side to try and attack the one that's through.
Yeah, I'll just go for a normal attack this time.
Yeah. No, you're not going to Eric Cantona kick them.
Maybe later.
Okay. So, roll your attack first. Attack has to come through.
That is a 5.
A 5. 5 does not hit. So you take out your knife, I'm assuming. And this zombie's got hold of this guy, and he's moving backwards and forwards, and you've swung in. I'm assuming you're attacking the zombie as well, the Ian. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've swung at him, and just the way the grapple is moving, and you've got bits of bench, and you've got Greg there as well. It's not the most amount of space for you to get like a nice run up and swipe in there, and you just kind of catch across the clothing of the Ian and do no damage. You still have some movement left if you want to move. If you technically he's grappling. I think technically he's grappling, so you won't be able to get an opportunity attack if you step away because the guy's got hold of the other guy.
Am I obstructing anyone by where I am?
The only space to really, so there'll be difficult terrain, but we can deal with that. There'll be a space, one here, and from this side you are the closest and the only one that can get in and attack. So yeah,
I'll move back a little bit just so there's some space for other people.
Let me just double check if I can Google that super quick.
Yeah, camera's gonna out of focus.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just want to check whether grapple creatures can opportunity attack. I don't think they can, so we'll say you step back for now and I'll check it in case.
I was going to say, they'd have to release their grapple to be able to do the opportunity.
Yeah,
I think
like
he's gonna
common sense as he'd have to release.
That's what I would say. Cool, so you step back, out of the way, leaving a space for someone else to step in. And it's round to Beth. Beth, you've just burst into that room. As your eyes focus in the dark as well, you see in the corner, crumpled up in a ball, is Matthew.
Does Matthew still have the bag on his head?
No, Matthew didn't have a bag on his head. It was just Dylan.
Oh, I thought he had a bag on his head.
No. That's just how he's his facial appearance.
You can't say about my face.
He's just got very scruffy.
So
His
I'm
beard
going
had
to
flopped
go
up
up.
over.
I'm going to go up to him and kind of just shake him and see if I can get a reaction. Because obviously, when I first walked in, he didn't respond.
Yep. Cool. So you get in, pull him to his feet, or just shake him on the floor?
Shake him first on the floor.
Okay. So Matthew, as your eyes are kind of coming to, you've recognised it's Beth. You're pretty sure it's Beth as he steps forward and giving you a shake. You are conscious.
And I turn to him and I go, "Are you okay? They didn't eat you, did they?"
Beth, I'm so happy to see a friendly face. Eat me? No, they didn't eat me.
Okay. Well, I thought they might have eaten you, so I'm glad they didn't.
So am I.
I just want to answer this.
And then I'm going to try and get him on his feet.
Okay,
If
cool.
I still can.
Yep. So yeah, you use your action to help pull him up, or pull him up. So yeah, Matthew, you're now, or help him up. So yeah, so he is now on his feet, and you notice that his hands are handcuffed behind his back. So Matthew, you can move, but you have no use of your hands at the moment.
My feet were
No, your feet are
tired
fine.
as well.
No, your
feet
are fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Any more, Beth?
No, that's literally it. It's already been concluded that I'm going to ignore what's going on.
I've already decided I am no longer paying attention. Lieutenant Bradley Graves.
I've just had a random thought, which is weird because I thought I'd poisoned all of my brain cells with alcohol over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Before I say what I'm going to do, can I just clarify? The guy that we were fighting outside that was at the bottom that I think it was like at the south. John was fighting him.
Yeah,
The guy had a machete, am I right?
you are correct. Yes.
Okay. I am going to run out the window to go and grab his machete before coming back.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he was over. Oh, God,
If that's at all feasible.
It should be. He is. Let me use baby cam. He is out here, and this is the window. So, yeah, you'll have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What are you, 30 movement?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can get just out of the window.
If I use both things,
If you
for
dash,
movement,
yeah, but you wouldn't
am
be able to pick
able
up the.
them?
I suppose
Okay.
you're only grabbing the machete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get there, prize the machete from his dead. You only knocked him out in the end, didn't you, Beth? Or did you? No, John. Did you end up murdering him after he hit you the first time?
Yes,
I think you did.
so.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. So yeah, you get up, grab the machete, and then I think your extra 10 will get you back just in front of the window.
Okay.
But you now have a machete.
Why did you say machete like?
Machete.
Machete.
Like you're as a scene in The Office.
Because I've probably heard it from a scene somewhere else, and that's how it.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, sorry.
Yes. Okay, Graves, you now have one machete. John. Oh, death save. You are down. And then remember to.
Yeah. Remind us for the two that weren't here, death saves are sent privately.
If you are rolling death saves, you shall roll and ping me so I can see.
Done.
Cool. Oh, I don't know. Oh, good. Perfect. So, our friend that is being held, it is now round to him. He's going to try and just break out of the grapple to free himself from the beast. He fails, which is his go, so he remains grappled. His buddy, seeing this, also... Oh, yeah. He's going to step up to get alongside him. And just... So can take a hit with his bat at said zombie. And misses as well. Wow.
Does he get this at advantage? Because Greg's on the other side flanking him.
Greg is not in combat. Greg is not also on my list, which is a shame. No, technically not. Greg's got a special job. Perfect. Matthew, it's round to you.
You could do a running headbutt.
Go for a torpedo, Moscow.
And you will know of the when you were to come out, you would know of the guy. This was the guy that took. Oh God, I've just killed him with the touch of a finger. This is the guy that took you.
Yeah.
So you would recognise your captor from your incident outside the front.
That's the fucker who's got the key for this. Okay, if I head over to him, try and shout out to him, give me the fucking key.
So this guy you've just seen fucking swing and miss as he makes it grabbed. Roll a persuasion check.
That is an 8.
An 8. He almost just completely ignores the fact that you're there. Because he's seen his
Thought
mate
as
grab,
much.
jumped in, and he's swinging away trying to hit this zombie off his mate. Okay, round to Greg. Greg is there to perform essentially a check against his ability to hold this door and maintain it as a 1 entry point per round for an attacker, for a zombie, or an Ian, as you like to say. He rolled an 18. Good job, Greg. Greg. Oh, you see Greg holding. The push comes back, and he just holds there as he looks back to you guys. He's just essentially If he
Hold
could
the
look
door.
into Luke's eyes, he would look into Luke's eyes. But he's just holding off, looking at you guys. That's his job. He's just standing there holding this door shut, essentially.
Greg is now Hodor.
He is holding. Oh no! What have I created? Perfect. That is one round. Dylan, back to you. So as you, your eyes are kind of. Are you just going to sit there silently still?
Can I hear anyone else in the room?
You
Any breathing or movement or?
no, you can't. But at this moment, you hear a door open, and you hear sets of footsteps coming in, and through the kind of the veil over your face, you can make out that there's two figures in front of you. Do you want to roll a perception check?
Perception is 8.
8. As you're like trying to even squint to find the best thing to do with your eyes to kind of get the most out of what's going on here, you just make out that these are two figures. As one of them's the slightly larger one. So one is, you can see, slightly larger than the other one, comes up, and you kind of hear that they just go behind you, as the other one moves across and stands directly in front of you. And at this point, you hear how many are with you?
How many what are with me? What?
How many people are with you?
I mean, you two are with me.
At this point, bang! You take a hit on the side, left side of your head. You take 1 point of damage.
Motherfucker, what was that for?
Answer the question. How many are with you?
I just did. It's me and it's you two. How many other people do you fucking see here?
Hit him again. Poof. You take another hit. Another point of damage.
Motherfucker. There's nobody with me. There's nobody with me.
That's it. Back to the Horwood house. The attacker that's got hold of the main man here is going in for that bite. He's got him grappled. He hits. Oh god, where's my sheet gone? And 3 plus something. 4. Nice. So you see, by John, we'll see that, yeah, this attacker's jumped forward and they're straight in the left-hand side of this guy's neck, gone straight in through the kind of gap in his leather jacket onto his neck as he screams out and stumbles kind of backwards, almost into John's body, over the way with this Ian all over him. At this time, boof, another one steps in. This one turns as it pushes past his buddy as he comes in, makes a play for the other bandito. Hits him with a 17 and 4. Another slam. And again, these guys they've been fighting at this door since you guys came up the pathway, so they've been there for a while. I think even like Luke and Beth, you guys had seen them attacking the door and building up this, and they're frenzied at the moment. They're fighting through and pulling. Even as the one comes through the doorway, you can see the next one's hands creeping and pulling at the door. You see Greg is constantly just holding us back. This one's come flying through and just jumped in and has grappled hold of best mate over here. I was gonna give him a name and I realised I don't know what his name is. Unnamed bandito. Perfect. Luke, round to you again. So you've seen this. You've seen Greg's kept the door. You've seen the one guy get moved back as he's still being grappled, and he's got a zombie on him, biting him out. You can see bits as the screaming's happening. Bits of blood are starting to kill out from this guy at the back here. You know your buddy John is lying unconscious behind him, and then a second zombie's just come through and has gone and grabbed the other bandit at the front.
Okay, I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna do like a and just run in and just try and stab him.
The first one.
Yeah.
The screen. You want the screen to go.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
no.
kind of bit manic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's 16.
16, that hits. What's damage?
D plus 4 and strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
5.
5. Nice. So the cool. Oh, hang on, sorry. Flipped the wrong thing here. Give me a second. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, you've run in, just straight in on the left-hand side into the kind of the fleshy part of the top of the shoulder, and you've gone in almost here in the collarbone, maybe a little bit as you've got into. So you have to really pull to get your blade out from the inside. But this it's like it almost loosens his left arm. Which is where you've attacked, but has the right arm in, and his almost arm is around this guy as he's just going to town, biting into this bandit's neck. But a good strong hit. Anything you would like to do? Post.
I'm going to take another step back again.
Yeah. Away.
Yeah.
Or-
So the
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Just down, Greg.
Okay.
You want to go further up?
Yeah, I'll stay close to Greg. Yeah.
Greg loves you. More than life itself. Beth. You are muted.
Oh, sorry, I was muted on Discord as well as my headset.
Oh, good.
Right. So, has anyone tried to see if John's alright? Yeah.
As it stands, no.
Okay, I'm gonna head back into the room now that I've sorted out Matthew, and obviously he's done his thing.
Mm-hmm.
As I walk in, do I see? What do I see? What's the situation?
Wow. So as you get behind, yeah, because it might change how you pass behind Matthew. So as you get up to Matthew's shoulder and you peek in, Matthew stood with his hands cuffed in front of you, and as you peek over his shoulder, you see both of the guy that you've argued with is being held and fighting off a zombie. You can just catch the second guy is almost falling down with this other zombie around his throat and falling right towards where you see John's body just lying unconscious on the floor.
Okay, I'll run over to John's body then.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm not going to try and help him up. What I'm going to do is try and drag him away so they don't fall on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. That's what Beth would do.
Okay, so you'll probably only be able to drag him one square with what you've got, unless you can use action for that.
I was planning on using my action, yeah.
Yeah,
that
so
was going to be my action, to drag him away.
Yeah,
I
so
can do a
you can.
strength check or something if you want.
That should be fine because it's only a human body. Where do you want to drag him to? Oh, nice.
My strength check.
Where do you want to drag him to?
One square away.
Just one square. Oh, okay, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, drag him out. Well, maybe 2 squares away. Drag him away from the chaos.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to be able to see if he's all right this thing, but if I can get him out of the way, then.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've come out, you've kind of just moved Matthew out of the way as he stumbles to the side, and you've seen what was going on, grabbed John by the legs and just pulled him forward, almost like a reverse wheelbarrow. He's not by his hands down though. And John, you are dragged up into the corner, completely unconscious. Lieutenant Bradley Graves. I'm assuming you come in inside?
Yeah, I'm thinking if I was to go to the corner of the house,
Yeah.
is that 30 right to the corner? I think with how I've added it up in my head from what I can see.
Yeah, you get to the corner.
Yeah, to them, I want to try and get around to peek and then shoot. So we can get to the corner
Yep.
and then shoot the gun. I don't want to shoot it inside in case I missed and hit somebody.
Okay. Yeah. So you are on the corner,
Yep.
and yeah, you can take that. Will be 35
Yeah,
for the
50.
nearest. So you've got a long enough, even enough range.
Yep. So I take a shot at the one closest to me.
Yep.
17.
17 hits.
And 8 damage.
8 damage, nice.
I don't add dex to that, do I?
No.
It's just the dice roll. Yeah,
Just
just 8 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, the guns are pretty strong. Perfect. So you peek out, take your shot, and you connect well into the upper torso. Again, being trained to hit body shots and try and make the shot that counts. Big damage hit as it goes in, and it's in the like kind of the upper half. The body sideways knocks, and then you see it spinning around trying to find out what the hell it's just taken the swing or hit it with so much force as they all kind of clambering towards the door. Sweet. John. Second death roll, please.
Sent.
Perfect. I just realised we've got normal, non-scary music on. Okay, right, my little bandito friends. So the first one, again, he's got this guy on him. He's just trying to get this thing the fuck off him. This time makes the strength. No, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Yeah, 11 meets it. Manages to get this with the weakening of the one arm from Luke taking the swipe and hitting this zombie in the arm. Manages to get himself away as he's trying to cover himself. He is not looking good. He's probably going to be slightly panicked with how badly it's gone and take the step and the chance of the opportunity attack, which he misses, unfortunately. Okay, so as he gets the zombie off him and tries to move away, it jumps forward for him again, preventing him from moving, and hits him with a big attack. Doesn't grapple him this time, just hits him hard with the good right arm. We'll say swings across, catches him across the face, and keeps him in place so he can't move away. But he is no longer grappled, but he's taken another hit, and he is looking very weak as he's bleeding out from the neck. He's trying to keep one hand up to keep himself covered and trying to defend himself in it whichever way he can, but it's not looking good. As our second guy is again fighting off this zombie that's got hold of him. He does make his break and is no longer grappled, which is great for him. And being slightly stronger and pierced off is just going to take a swing at this zombie, which he misses. Oh no, he hits. Just hits.
Does he get to break a couple and take his action?
Oh yeah, good point. That would be a strip check. You're right, he doesn't. He breaks his grapple. I think he'll stay there ready for next time. Bloody rules lawyers. Why are you trying to take away my fun, Ben? You fucking shit. Matthew, round to you. So you've just seen the guy
at a disadvantage.
Huh? Pardon?
It kind of puts us at a disadvantage if he doesn't.
Yeah, true. I see what you're saying. So it's good for me because you might still die. Yes. Matthew, round to you. So you've seen the guy in front of you is the guy that you know took you hostage in the first place, just broken out of his grip, and you are stood with your hands behind your back, tied or handcuffed.
Pretty fucking useless right now, aren't I?
I feel like a little challenge.
Yeah. So obviously I realise he's not gonna go over the keys anytime soon. So I work my way around towards the zombie attacking the other guy, and I try and connect with a headbutt to the side of the head.
I was like, surely not. No, he's going for
roll Shambo him. Just kick him as hard as you can in the nuts.
Just charge. So you, so you're gonna try and headbutt him. So this will just be, although you have, no, there's nothing you could really use to. I was trying to think how you turn this into the weapon attack, but this is just going to be your strength, isn't it? Because it's going to be a
Well, yeah, I mean,
unarmed
I
strike.
have brawler for, so I do 1d4 for unarmed
Oh,
strike.
okay.
So
Yeah, this will be an unarmed strike. So yeah, so you move around, you get your little run up. So you're going for a headbutt. So, well, if if we don't succeed, we'll have to see what happens. Because if you throw yourself for a headbutt and miss,
yeah, I know.
it usually has
That's,
consequences.
yeah, I am well aware of this.
Yeah. Normally you don't get away with it. So yeah, roll your attack.
Fucking falling on the floor, of course it has. That is a 14.
14 hits. What's your damage?
Ooh. So it's D4 plus strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's bloody hell. That's 7.
7. So this. So you come round the corner, just charge forward and just give it the full, almost like dinosaur style, like lean back, whang, big old crack. Your head caves in the head of this, and it's fucking gross to watch. Those that are close, who would see this? Probably Luke. You, as you're eyeing up your next attack, think about it, you just see Matthew come flying in, and his face just go inside this zombie's face. As when you pull back, you have to blink a few times to try and get the blood out of your eyes, and you just see crumpled in front of you this zombie go down, completely destroyed, like front lobe. Nasty. Good hit though. I'm completely useless. I'm going to run around as a head cannon.
Dive head first into everything.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
works. Have I got any more movement?
You will have movement, yeah, because you'll have gone. You only got from here, right?
Yeah.
So
Can I step back towards the back of the room? Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Perfect. So as you've knocked this guy, the guy that next to you looked up at you as well, and he's just like, he's been taken down by this guy, and just seen you come run out of nowhere, headbutt a zombie to death. Essentially, it looks mental. As Greg feels the door push back again and holds himself there, and again, bang! Greg pushes back. He's got good footing on the ground. He's holding himself there, and he seems to be able to keep this door held in place. Dylan. Oh, I nearly pressed the wrong button. As you are recovering from two, and they're big. They're. You don't feel like you're being hit with. You feel like this is just a punch. This is a intimidation tactic. They're not hitting you with weapons. They're trying to feel like they're trying to soften you up with some blows here. As the figures, the one figure still stood in front of you, the second one behind you. It's in your best interest to stop fucking around. How many people are with you? And how many guns do you have?
I mean, I'm guessing you searched me. I don't have a fucking gun on me, and I told
Listen,
you,
not
by
just
myself.
you, for fuck's sake. Have you not learned anything? Fucking, how many guns do your group have? And how many are you?
I'm not in a goddamn group, man. Look, I don't know what you saw, but those people that was out there, they ain't shit to do with me. I was just trying to find some food in the fucking shop when the alarm went off.
Pops, and then bang, you take another hit to the side of the head. 1 point damage.
God damn it.
Listen, this is
Why would I lie to you, motherfuckers?
This is a very
Why would I lie?
easy
You got me
game.
strapped to a chair.
I don't know. I'm thinking the same thing. We know who you are. So tell us the fucking truth, and we can move forward.
I told you the goddamn truth, man. They people that were out there, they ain't shit to do with me. They brought the fucking zombies with them, or whatever the fuck those things are. I'm just out for myself, man.
One day you will.
I'm just lying to them at this point.
We'll we'll come back. So yeah, and then she just goes, one day, and then bang, you take another hit on the side of the head. Back to the top. As we have one, poof, steps through the hole again. Oh god, I'm knocking these bastards over. Sit up. He is going to. Nuts. I think he's probably going to go and try and grab Greg. So again, this, and if you imagine the door, as Greg's holding the door here, he's holding the doorway itself is open. Both the double doors are open, but the gap that's being left because of the barricade on the right side, on which way are you facing? The left side, and on the opposite side, Greg is holding it stone there. So as he's come through and Greg's holding it, this zombie's passed through, seen the two of his in front of him, and turned, sees Greg in his beautiful white t-shirt, and he's going to take a swing to try and just get whatever he can at him, and hits 16. Oh, Greggles. Best his buddy, old pal. He is on. Perfect. So this so yeah, this guy comes in, turns and dives straight at Greg, hitting him hard as he essentially is keeping him in place as Greg is refusing to move. So Greg is grappled, so cannot move, but Greg's trying to hold his ground and hold himself off, and he's just taking a big hit to his left-hand side from this attacker that's come in the room. Our good friend Bluey here is going to go after our buddy, hits him with a 15. And again, regapples our abductor. As he jumps forward again, hits him hard, and he essentially gets a nice leap. So he's oppressing, he's over on his shoulders, he's trying to pull him down to the ground, scrap him with this guy, trying to give him no room in which to wiggle and get out. And then, let's see how perceptive are. Not very perceptive at all. So, Grave, you notice you've taken a shot at this one here, who turns and spins for a bit, and then carries on with the horde that she's around, making their way towards the door. Doesn't pick up the gunshot. Couldn't locate the gunshot sound essentially to pick up that was you that made the attack. And we're around to Luke.
Okay, I'm gonna run in and say, "Get off my Luke, not Luke, my Greg," and I'm gonna run in and attack the one that's attacking Greg.
Get off my Greg. Let me remove this one from the pile.
I sent a blossom in romance.
Cool. So yeah, you step in here. Roll your attack.
15.
15 hits. What's your damage? Big swing with the knife.
4.
4. Oh, sorry, my tits off. 4, perfect. So you come in, and Greg is held there. He's got his right arm and his whole body against the door. He's holding with the left as you've come down just across the arms and the upper torso that's trying to reach out at Greg. Almost like trying to cut the bastard's arms off. You go deep cuts into the tops of the arms, into the bicep muscle as you pull out, and blood starts to spill, and you start to see the gash open up wide on this zombie's arms as he screams out, still frantically trying to grab at Greg, and now obviously noticing yourself there. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, nothing else.
Okay. Cool. Beth.
So I want to make sure that Matthew is okay. So I want to try and stabilize
John.
as my action.
Yep.
John, you mean?
John.
Matthew.
Oh yeah, sorry, John. Yeah.
But it's like
John
stabilize
Mark
me,
there.
not that motherfucker.
He's like,
Stabilize Matthew. He's been.
I mean, Matthew's
knocked up,
looking.
he's
He's looking really down at the moment. I'm just gonna go and have a word with him. Cool. So you stabilize, which brings John you up to 1 hit point. So you're no longer rolling death throws.
I kind of like put
Be
my
your
arm on his
point.
shoulder
Yep.
and I go, it will be okay. But like patronizingly, like.
Yeah.
But Beth doesn't mean it patronizing, but it
Yeah.
sounds patronizing to everyone involved.
Thanks.
Cool.
And that's it.
So there we go.
That's legit. So no fighting for Beth.
He's done all his fighting. Graves.
I chose the wrong time to put a Pringle in my mouth. So from that side, shout at my loudest, "Oi, dickheads, over here!"
Yeah.
And then take a shot at the same one again.
Okay, cool. Roll your attack.
And that'd be a 12.
12 hits.
And 9 damage.
9. So you take a shot at the same one. Poof, that one goes down, and the force of the shot knocking into the pack that's there. And getting knocked by, you see a familiar face turn towards you as the guy that you had the original fight with, whose movement seems slightly different than what you've seen before. Yes, potentially you've awoken one of your old friends or foes.
And I want to move towards like the back of the like hedge. So I don't want to move down. I still want to be thinking just kind of down 1 or 2.
Yep.
Yeah, so down to yeah. So I'm basically out of range of them moving and hitting me, but they can still see me rather than just thinking, where did that voice come from?
Yeah, okay. Yes, you put him back here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. John, you are on the floor, but you are at 1 HP. Because you're prone, it will take you half your movement to stand up. But yes, you are back in the world of the living.
I take it Matthew sort of goes back to me.
Yeah. Well, I assume so. I was assuming Matthew was backing up from the situation.
Yeah. So I sort of groggily come to, sort of notice Matthew there with his hands behind his back. I still sort of sitting on the floor, sort of like set myself up, but not got up fully.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out my bolt cutters and free handcuffs.
Nice.
And then I pass him the bolt cutters to use as a weapon.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
I still sort of stay on the floor at that point as I come to a bit more.
So you want? I'm just checking that the bolt cutters. We didn't put anything special in for the bolt cutters, did we?
I'm assuming there'll just be like a martial.
Yeah, there will be. So Matthew, as you're like backing up, John, you've kind of come to you would have to likely stand up unless you want to do it from the floor. So if you're stood,
I was kind of like sitting on the floor.
Sitting on the floor. Okay, yeah, so you kind of grogged. But we'll say you're there now. So yeah, Matthew, you feel John kind of grab your hands, and with the bolt cutters, case out. You've got the cuffs still around your hands, but your hands are now free. And yeah, if you want, he's passed you the bolt cutters because your pipe is nowhere to be seen at the moment. Your trusty pipe, giggly. John. Perfect. Okay. Our friend here, whilst he's grappled, is not looking good. He's going to back all the way up and try and just stay as much as he can out of the fight. He's looking rough. He's bleeding. He's trying to tend to himself. He's not having a good time at all. As his mate is grappled, he's going to take a swing at the guy that's holding him. Misses, and it's held and having this 1-to-1 fight down here with this attacker in blue. Matthew, round 2, you.
Right, so say to John, thanks for getting through, mate. Keep the bolt cutters. I don't need them. I run up to the one that's grappling the other one.
Yep.
And just take a swing for his face.
Okay, cool.
With my fist.
Nice. Roll your attack.
That is 17.
17. That definitely hits.
And that is 6.
6. Woo! Big clock. So this one looking pretty fresh and strong in the fight. You're going in, and you're just going in with a big hit across the head. Just again trying to get any damage in, knowing that that's where the most damage needs to happen. As you've smashed in, right across the side of the temple, knocked the zombie to the side, who's just almost using now the kind of bandit guy as balance. Looks dazed. Looks like he took a lot of damage from that one. but it's still held on to the body there. And you still have some movement if you wanted it.
I'll take one step back.
Yeah. Back the way you came.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Greg is still just trying to hold the door, seeing Luke help him there. He's being grappled and held back, but he's got a job. And his job is to hold and... You see Greg's... I can't do two things at once. That's bad skill trait. As you see Greg holding off and trying to fight off, Luke's coming in and taking one big swipe. This zombie's pushing and pulling at him. As you see Greg's foot slip a little bit as the door slightly opens, just a tiny bit. You hear like the screeching of wood on hardwood floor. Someone's like pulled a table. You hear that as the door is a tiny little bit more open. Dylan, you're taking a few hits to the head. Again, staring, they're not wavering. You can hear the guy behind you. The almost the calm that comes with the breathing of the man behind you. You can hear like him almost a little bit too close to you. It's kind of creepy, just the breath. But he's not panting, nothing. It's very calm as this figure stands in front of you and continues with the question. Look, let's not muck around. Just tell us how many people you have in the house, how many guns you have in the house, and then maybe you will live.
Man, what house?
Roll a persuasion check. Because you're not lying, technically.
19.
What house? You think I'm fucking stupid? The house you were running towards, the house we've seen you guys come out of, the house we saw the group leave from. How many people are in the fucking house?
Man, I don't know anything about a goddamn house. I told you. I came into the town from the side there, went to the shop, tried to break in to find some fucking food, and when the alarm went off and these fucking things started chasing us, I just started running in the direction I was running.
You expect me to believe you just were running towards the house that we saw you leave, 2 days ago?
I was running towards the direction that didn't have any of those fucking creatures.
Where have you come from then?
I've come from out of town. I was hiding in a fucking village down the way, but there's nothing there that I can take and live off anymore.
And you just happened to stumble into this house. This is what you're saying. You just run down the road, set off alarm like a fucking dickhead, and then run down into the house.
Hey man, look, I broke the lock on that shop. Perfect. It ain't my fault there was an alarm in there. And look, everywhere I've seen, the electric's been off. And all of a sudden, this fucking shop, it's on and the alarm goes off. What am I supposed to do?
You hear the figure behind say, I mean, he isn't wearing an armband. The figure in front kind of, look, and she pulls the bag off your head, and you notice it's just like it's like a tote shopping bag, just a black tote shopping bag that they've just thrown over your head, thick material. Pulls it off, and standing in front of you is like a late 20s, early 30s young female. Let me find the description I got here. Quite well built. You can see she's got like a strap tuck on and cargo pants, and looks. You can see from like the definition of her shoulders that she could probably throw a punch, be able to handle herself in the physical fight. It's got some physical form to her. Young black woman with like tied up braided hair. As she just pulls the bag off and is stood staring right in your face. So you're telling me that you have come from out of town. You've then fucking went into a shop and set off an alarm, and then ran towards the house where those bastards are, and this is you've got nothing to do with any of it.
Look, I don't know anything about any goddamn house. I don't know about anything about anybody living in a house. That was the direction where the things weren't. They were coming from either side of the town, and there was that one road out of the fucking town. So that was the way I was running.
Roll another persuasion check.
It's another 19.
Another 19. She goes, fine. Pops, let's go. And they both turn and walk out of the door and then close the door.
What the fuck, you can't leave me here like this? I guess they're leaving me here like this.
Yeah. So, but you are now in, and as you've now got the bag off the front of the, they didn't rebag your head, so you can, as you look down and see, you can see you're just on like a wooden chair that's from like a dining room chair, table set, nothing too special about it. Your feet, as you look down, you can see are cable tied to round your ankles, are cable tied to the base of the chair, and you, as you move, you can move your arms around. You can feel that they're not there, but they are still cable tied there. As the two figures go, and as you catch the back of the second figure as well, it's a very large, like quite a commanding older male who had all you can see was dressed all in black leather jacket as he was there, slightly salt and pepper hair. As you catch the back as he walks out behind, and he's probably like 6'3", maybe, quite wide, like he's the size of a door frame as he goes through. You like, he was the one giving you quite a smash on the side, but yeah, she calls him, walks out, door closes, and you don't hear anything.
Is it worth me doing a perception check in the room now that the bag's off my head to see if there's anything in there? Or
Yeah, can do.
Perception checks always go so well for me.
I thought it was investigation. 3. No, you're in a room, mate. So as you look around, the only thing you get is this isn't like a police cell interrogation room. This is just a room that there's got one light in. It's probably some sort of storage cupboard or something that's been cleared out. There's not that much in there. There were probably some boxes, some stuff's been scooted around, but it looks like a space has been cleared and you've been plonked on a chair in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'm in a room. Okay.
You're in a room. Okay, back to the Horwood house as another one of our friends pushes through, trying to find space they can. They're fighting their way in and dropping out wherever they can. And this guy is going to... have I got everyone? Blue? Oh, yeah. This guy's going to make a swing for our man over there again, who's grappled, being held down by his mate. Misses. He's clambering over on this right-hand side off the tables and the benches and stuff like that, and kind of falling and making his way towards as he scrapples towards this guy. I'm just trying to work out where I've lost. Don't know. I've lost a zombie somewhere. I found him again.
You need to move a guy that got downed just to get him out of the way.
I did get him out of the way. Oh, yes. That is what I did. Thank you. That reminds me. Oh, no, I know what it is. I've used G to denote green, but I've worked out that G also is the first letter of grey. So that's where I got confused. Colours, you bastards. And then our friend in blue here is going to try and get that bite, and it succeeds on this guy. He's got grappled. His another zombie's come over and pulled, and as he's taken the big slug into the side of his face from Matthew, has kind of used and jumped then forward into the right hand side of this guy's face, biting into his into his jaw and just clamping into the guy's face as he bites on hard. You hear this scream, this high pitched like blood curdling scream from this guy as you look, and he's just got another person attached to the bottom of his face. It's quite lovely. Cool. And as he screams, they go down onto the floor. So all you see is you hear the scream, you see the zombie latched on, and as the guy just kind of passes out, the scream peters off as he falls to the ground, and the zombie kind of almost the jaw strength is impressive as as the guy's falling, is holding onto him and moving down with him like a wild cat that's caught a deer, just refusing to let go, latched straight in there and is coming down with him as this is now a successful attack. This guy's passed out as far as you can see. And our friend Boof. Yeah, he's dead. This guy here is going to. I haven't got the grapple still on Greg. He's going to go and try and get a bite into him as he's holding the door, and succeeds. And it's 4. Greg takes a slam, and Luke, you see this as you've slammed into this green zombie down here. As he has got hold of Greg, he reels back for a bit and then jumps forward as he's got him. And Greg, staying true, just holding this door and refusing to let go, ends up now with the zombie on his body, almost front koala in him, as he bites into his neck. And the top of his shoulder, like ripping in as he's trying to hold with his right arm into the door. On his left arm, he has this zombie latched in. Like he's carrying a koala on his front. And he's just... the difference between the blood-curdling scream on the other side and Greg is quite stark, where you hear him grunt and almost like a low train horn that comes out of like... at the deepest end of the pitch. If one was up here, Greg's is down the bottom, as he is feeling the pain but still holding his job of the hodoring. He is holding that door, and we did round 2 already. Okay, round 2, Luke.
I'm gonna say Greg, and then I'm gonna go in and attack the zombie. Ian.
Greg, I'm coming to save you. This one here. I'm coming. Roll your damage. Oh, roll your attack, sorry.
14.
14. 14 is a hit. Roll your damage.
2.
2. Okay. So as you're, a good hit, but it's not too hard to hit. You can. It's strange. You've got just the back available to you of this zombie that is over and like trying to almost eat its way inside of Greg's body as you are just stabbing into its back, trying to get it to release its grip in any way as Greg is holding onto the door. So you big slice right into the hilt with a knife and out, but you've just it barely flinches. So you've obviously not got in where in other scenarios you've gone in with a knife through the back and kind of caught lungs and piece, and you've done some serious damage. This one feels like it didn't get anything that was serious enough to really halt the ferocious attack that's going on in front of your eyes. Any movement you would like to do?
No.
Cool. Beth.
So, with the zombies that are by the door, am I going to be able to reach them?
You'll be able to reach this one here, the one that's eating this guy. That's the closest one. You could go round him, but he'd get an attack opportunity.
Can I? I'm going to go like side of him to give someone else the opportunity to possibly have an attack, have an advantage
Like down
later
here.
on, like flanking. Yeah.
Yeah,
Liz?
you can get there.
Well, if he's on the floor, do you not get advantage anyway?
Oh, is he on the floor?
Well, he wouldn't technically be counted as being on the floor. He's following the body down, but he's trying to maintain up. He's not in full eating mode.
Right. Well, I'm going to whack him with my hammer, or attempt to.
Sweet. Roll your attack.
14.
14 hits.
Yes. Just D4 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's 4 plus whatever it is. I think it's plus 1.
Plus 1.
Plus strength or dex modifier. Oh, no, would
Yeah,
it be
so 5 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah. Nice. That is a big hit. So you go in with the hammer, and this is a big blow straight into the head. As kind of it's got the guy in his jaws as he's lowering down. You spot the opportunity to come down towards the back of the head, and you go into the back of the head, just above the where the spine and the skull kind of connect. You manage to find that sweet spot which is disgusting for killing, and the hammerhead straight in. Blunt end or the spike end? The nail remover or the
Blunt end.
Blunt end, nice. And you see almost the perfect shape of the blunt end of the hammer as a hole inside this zombie's head, as it then falls to the ground, flat on top of your bandito. There, big swing, big damage, good hit.
Nice.
Graves, you have attracted to the. Oh, that's who the other one was. I was like, why is my friend not moved? So he would have gone for you. Yeah, at full sprint. Hearing your shot, hearing your shout, being knocked by the one that you killed with the gunshot originally, turns. And you're not even sure whether it's there's something flickering still from the recently dead mind that remembers that you are an enemy as you see this thing running towards you to make your attack. So that's where you would be. This is your go.
We meet again, angry man. Shoot him in the head.
Cool.
14.
40. Ooh. Yeah, I think 14 hits. I don't think the bandits had more.
This has gained armor recently.
No. Yeah, that hits.
That's
Oh, they're just higher.
7 damage.
7 damage. Big hit. So again, in that like classic zombie movie style, you line up, take the shot, and it into the top, right near towards where the heart would be. Big shot, as you see the bit of the blood splurt out into from the back of his leather jacket as he rolls sideways but carries on, eyes not moving from you, almost the same way that he was gazing towards you last time, unblinking, and you notice this time the difference in his eyes as they are completely white.
And then move around the back of the house, my full movement, again just trying to keep out of full range of him.
Yeah, so you get up to here. Yeah.
So probably still sticking to the wall, like the fence area.
Up against the actual house?
No. So against where the bush would go around the outside.
Oh, okay. So you're
basically trying to make sure that he doesn't get in melee range of me.
You're under the camera.
I am a wounded boy.
You are under the camera. Okay. John, you are up. You are alive. There is things happening around you, people falling around you. You can see the door still, as the door's rattling almost, screams going out, high-pitched screams, low-pitched screams. You see Matthew run in and headbutt someone. What would you like to do?
I kind of push myself up back against the wall, like sort of just helping myself up. To kind of assessing the situation, I reach for my hammer, but as I do, like my hands twitching for some reason, like shaking. Kind of clench and unclench my fists and just shake it off. Grab my hammer. And can I reach the one that's attacking Greg?
Yeah, you'll be able to. It's where you want to go, though.
Is it possible again for a flank?
You could get in. You could, but you'd be stood right in front of the door. So flank would be here, so you'd be right in front of where the doorway, but you would get advantage on it there, or you can come this side, or you can come the other side just for normal attacks.
I'll go with one that's not right in front of the door.
You sure?
That's not in front of the door.
Yeah. So you get in here.
Um,
Cool. Alongside Luke.
Yeah, and take an attack.
Yep. Sweet.
It's a 17. No, sorry, that'd be strength plus that, so it'll be like 22.
That definitely hits 22. Funny enough.
That'll be a 6.
6. Nice. And as you come flying in, you kind of come round. Yeah, I was weird because I'm left-handed, so I always want to attack with my left hand. I remember most people aren't. So you come round Luke's shoulder and almost use him with to gain a bit of force, pull forward, jump, fly down with that hammer straight into the head, where it's kind of quad into Greg's body and straight into the back of the skull, destroys and caves in the back as the zombie stops moving. Greg kind of gives it a shake and it falls dead in front, or not moving to the front of the floor. Dead's an interesting concept for zombies. So Greg is now ungrappled, which is good, and able to hold the door. But yeah, he is taking a hit. You can see that his shirt now is just seeped almost completely down. His left side is covered in blood, just dripping red.
Will I have any movement left after that?
You would only a small 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 foot, so you can move back 1 square.
I'll go back diagonally left. Sorry, right. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cool. So this guy's down. Nice. I just realised green and grey, the same 3 layers as well. Fucking stupid colours. Perfect. So our last remaining guy is, he is still just in shock. I think seeing his body go down, he's just going to make a run for it. He will pass behind, just in case he wants to do it. He will pass through your sphere, John.
Yeah, I'll take an attack of opportunity.
I was gonna say he is running. He's not in attack, but he is running to get away. He's been weak, and he is trying to just get out of there now. Seeing one of these guys go down, so yeah, he would pass through.
Yeah, it's like as he's doing that, I'm saying, "Where the fuck are you going?" Then I'm trying to stick my leg out, chip him up.
Yeah, nice. Roll attack.
So that'll just be a straight 10 if it's because it's not like a weapon attack, isn't it? A straight strength.
No.
So it'd be like sticking my leg out to chip him up.
Well, I could do it as a contested strength if you wanted. So it'd be your strength check versus his strength check, or you can try and attack him to knock him prone, essentially.
Okay, I'll do that to try and knock him prone then. So that'll be 10.
10. No. He manages. He sees as you're running. He sees you. Oi, where you going? And as you call out swing, he manages to dodge as he carries on his run. And he's gonna double dash out of there. And Graves, you'll see this guy out as he turns to. Where would he get to? 20. I think he'll get to here. You see someone just climb out the window, doesn't catch sight of you at all as he just starts charging for the front of the house.
As he kind of goes around that corner, be like, "Don't go any further."
Yep.
Like trying to stop him getting to where he is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll as he hears will turn to look at you, but he's made his full movement. He's made his better lie in it. Matthew.
Okay, so the one that's still in. So can I get an angle on him that doesn't involve being directly in front of the door?
You could get that, because this will be, you'd have to push past the ones that are down. So if I 10, 50, but you've got enough. So yeah, you could get like alongside him here. Because you'd have to climb over the bodies of these ones.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll climb over the body to them ones to get
here.
Into attacking range. Yeah, and take a swing for him as well.
Okay, cool.
That is 7.
7, unfortunately, does not hit. Yeah, as you swing, you kind of, and again, you've had to like clamber over the two the dead bandit and zombie pile that's there, then shift across. This side is way more barricaded than the other side is, hence Greg only needing to hold the one side. So you're trying to get yourself steady on, you're almost like jumping across benches that are upturned to swing and do it. And unfortunately miss. That would have used most of, you'll be inside his attacking range.
Yeah.
Gregor is going to roll a disadvantage for his thing. And you feel the door slide even further open as Greg, weakened now from the blows that he's taken as the door is he's finding that he's losing kind of the fight and the will of the door as it opens a little bit more. End of that round. So back to Dylan. You sat in the room. You can hear you'll be able to hear the muffled talking between groups of people. You just probably assume that it's the guys that have just left. So you can hear just the other side of the door. There's definitely conversations going on. But yeah, you can't make it. You wouldn't be able to make out anything of what's being said. As the door opens, and then walk the two, and again you get the same two people in. Do you want to roll a perception check for what you might see behind?
10. No, 9.
9, okay. So as you see them come in, you kind of try and get a peek through what's going in the room behind. You don't really pick out any discerning details from there. Don't see any other people with that rubber. You're not sure if that's because you're trying to catch a view, and as the larger gentleman hits the doorway, pretty much covers the entire doorway, so you don't see much. And now both stand directly in front of you. You see the guy, the larger guy, is unarmed. His knuckles slightly bruised on both sides, and the woman as she stands there, no visible signs of too much damage. Doesn't look like she's bleeding or anything there. Stare at you for a little bit, just in silence, and kind of after about 10 seconds, cuts in with okay, let's say we are to believe you and you are not part of the group that are in there. We don't necessarily trust you. So, who were the party that you were with that ran down towards the house?
There's some people that, like, we got stuck together when we was at that fucking military base where they fucking bust us all to. Got stuck with these fools, had to run away when the military camp got overrun, and we was holed up in another town, like 2 towns over or whatever it is.
So, they are with you or not with you?
I mean, like I say, we ain't friends or nothing, but we all hold up in the same place. Like, that's why we came here, to see if there was any food or anything, like I said, because the town we were in, like, we took all the food there and we ain't gonna last much longer. Plus, we in this tiny little fucking shack, and this one dumbass military guy keeps inviting every motherfucker he meets to come stay with us. So we running out of space. Like that house you mentioned, I think he wanted to go there and scout that shit out and see if it was big enough for us to move in there.
Wow. So you do want the house. So you see, the house was our house, and we were forced out of our house. So we want to know what you want with the house. And it doesn't sound like you're that... You want to share. Let's say you don't want to play games.
Hey, look. We just need somewhere that's big enough for the whole group of us to live without sleeping on top of each other. That's all we looking for. And, you know, like I said, that military motherfucker, the one who thinks he's in charge, he keeps inviting everybody we meet to stay with us. Like, he's happy to share with everyone. If it was up to me, I wouldn't share with anybody. But shit, you know, it's a community.
On that last the last statement you make, she kind of looks up to Pops, rolls her eyes a little bit. I'm sure these guys are desperately missing you then, from your attitude. But
I mean, they love me. Who wouldn't?
I understand. But you've been a lot more chatty. This is, see, you couldn't have done this from the start. We wouldn't have had to have Pops here knock you about.
You couldn't have not slapped me around like a little bitch. Hey, why don't you got a cigarette or something?
You were being a little bitch, so you deserve the slapping, let's be honest.
Hey, Shorty, you kind of cute, so, you know, I ain't going to be too rude to you, but come on now.
Pops steps forward, just like readies his right hand. He's just like, don't be a dickhead.
Hey, big boy, come on now.
And then she or just puts her hand up on Pop's shoulder just to stop him stepping forward any further, and goes, okay, we have a plan for you. Make sure you play ball and don't be a dickhead. And let's hope that your friends like you as much as you say they do. And then
wait, you have a plan for me? What about that cigarette?
Then walk out and close the door.
Motherfuckers.
Cool. So let me just pour myself a drink. Back round to the tap. Who have we got alive? So, as the door opens, the last... you don't know it's the last. Shit. Maybe the last? As he comes flying in to make an attack and charges straight forward. Luke sees you there and is going to throw an attack right in your face. That is a. What do I plus? What do I plus? I think you might dodge this. It's a 9 plus something. What's your AC?
12.
Plus 1. No, so it miss. No, sorry, plus 3. So 12. Meets it, beats it. So yeah, as you're there, as you see Greg struggling, the door opens a little bit. Out of nowhere, this the leap almost that this zombie finds its way over as it crumbles towards you, and jumps to hit an attack on you. You just try to dodge, it just grabs hold of you, and you notice this one as it's running forward that its eyes are not white. As the others were, and this one, it's moving with a like a more of a pace than you've seen from the rest of them as they come in. That does 3 points of damage to you, and clamps onto it. You are now grappled. So we have up that one. Oh, yeah. And perfect.
You've got my old buddy as well.
Yep, I've got this guy here as well. This is the one I lost. I couldn't see his little head. So Matthew, the one you swang at and just missed, turns and he's faced up you now. He's had his buddy just come flying in from the side. He's going to jump and try and take that attack at you. That's an 18 plus stuff, so I'm assuming hits.
Yep.
And that's 5 points of damage.
Oof.
As you are also grappled. You just assume you're grappled because I can't get your little head. Come here, Matthew. Get grappled. Fucking.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be grappled.
Yeah, you're going to be grappled. I'm going to get eaten. Oh, I've just killed you. Perfect. What a lovely little strike. So yeah, you've gone in for the swing, missed. It's a bit like a uh-oh. And then rah, jumps at you, gets a big hit, knocks you back, and where your footing is kind of you're not on solid ground. You're trying to step in between benches and bits of wood that they've just thrown up against and cabinets. You kind of fall back and stagger as it jumps onto you, and now you're fighting off, taking that hit. And then yeah, the last one is 1, 2, 3. Cool. So as our friend here will run, he's going to run straight into this guy. Will he have the space of mind after chasing? I think he's just going to run around the corner, jump on the first thing he sees. That is a 6 and misses. So yeah, he comes flying around the graves as you see. He comes flying around the corner, and this guy's got pace as well. As he comes and just run, they almost run straight into each other. As you shouted out to the one guy not to go any further, he turns back. As he comes back round to look, face to face, as they just kind of charge into each other, knocks him to the side, but it doesn't hit the attack, doesn't take any damage from it, as they're both knocked in front of you. And then cool. Beth, in front of you, as you've just taken down the first zombie and you've just seen all of the other stuff happening around you, you notice the pile start to move as slowly getting to his feet is the original bandit guy stepping up, and you kind of, oh god, I'm gonna fucking fuck this all up. As you,
What are his eyes like?
yes, I was gonna say. So you see him stand up, and always like in shock. You just watch him like, what the fuck? As he stands up, moves around you, and turns. And as you look at him, you can see his eyes are completely white, clouded over his irises. The colour's gone from his irises as he stands, and you see the complete, like, a change in the demeanour of the guy. You've seen him fight. You've seen him how he stands. You had the argument with him. He's now stood in front of you. Almost the physicalities look like a different man. And yeah, as you see the eyeballs join up with your eyeballs, the cloudy irises are there. You can't see any colour within the eye.
I panic and lunge with my hammer.
Oh wait, it's not your go yet.
Oh,
I think
what,
it's...
you asked?
I'm just giving you a bit of context, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Shock and awe context. but it had made me forget where I was. So those guys. So it is round. So it's Luke. All my zombies go first. So you are grappled with this guy in front of you. He's come flying through. Bah, just launched at you, grabbed, and as you feel the hands like hit you, and you took that hit, you're like, fuck, this is that was a big hit. That was like a strong slam.
Okay, I'm going to try and break the grapple.
Mm-hmm. Give me a strength check, so D20 plus your strength.
That's 13. Unlucky for some.
13 wins. Yeah, 13 breaks. See, as you've got it there, you kind of rock up, and again, it's got you over. It's climbed over something, got you on top of your shoulders. So you kind of bust as you bust your hands out to break the grip on it. It still was within the 5 foot of you, but yeah, you've broken that. You've broken out of the grapple, so it won't be able to get close enough to get a bite on you between your wrap. That's your attack. You can use your movement, but you will be, if you move outside of 5 foot of it, it will get an opportunity to attack you.
So can I move out of attacking range?
You can move. If you move out of attacking range, it gets a chance to take a hit against you. If it connects, you'll take damage, and it will hold you where you are. But if it misses, you get out.
And if I stay where I am?
Then you're fine. You can move within 5 foot of it. So I think it was like here. So you can move sideways. So you're up against this other one, which would give Beth advantage technically for flanking if you moved away, and you wouldn't get hit. But that's your move really. It's one step to the left.
Do it.
Cha-cha rules.
Interesting. I'll stay where I am.
Yes, there you are. Nice. Kill Beth. Cool. Beth, you're up. So you've just seen what I described before.
I'm going to suicide myself because I'm not being helped by my teammates. No. So you've got this guy in front of you. To your left, you've got Matthew that's just been. You can see he's having a fight behind him, and you can see over the left shoulder of the guy that's just come up that there's one more has entered the building. But yeah, the main focus is this guy stood right in front of your face. And he's the guy that's just got up off the floor. Was one of the guys who shouted at me before. As I said before, I'm going to panic and I'm going to swing my hammer at his face.
Yep, nice. Wrong attack.
If only a certain Mr. Luke moved, then we wouldn't have to deal with this nat 1.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh.
Okay, so okay, there's not too much I could really fuck you up with today. But yeah, so you panic and you go to swing completely. There's not. I'm trying to think if there's anything around I can fuck you up with. No. I can a little bit. So you go to completely swing. So you step forward, and as you step to kind of panic swing, you forget that there's still a body on the floor, and you kind of step onto the arse cheeks of the dead zombie, and realise that's not sure footing. So as you put your foot down, you kind of slip on the jiggly booty, and then as swing miss, and as you swing, you kind of take a step. You fall one step to the side, and you are prone. So you've fallen out of the range. No, you're still in range. But yeah, you've slipped, missed, fallen, and you're like stumbled down on one knee. But yeah, you'd be considered prone. Good that one. But yeah, that you notice after that baby had back. That was quite the big.
Here's a question.
Yep.
I suppose I've been not prone, so I can't use my half movement to get me up. Then.
No.
Okay.
That would be. That would be too easy. Cool. Lieutenant Graves. So you've seen this happen. The two bandits collide. One just about alive. One alive.
Is there a way of me flanking the real live one?
Without
getting attack of opportunity from him.
Yeah, you can get here, which would give you the flank, which would be
Yep.
25 of your movement. But then you won't be able. You'll have 5 foot after the attack.
Get the flank and swing the machete.
Yep. Have you got the? So the machete, I think, is the same.
I have martial weapons anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's just slightly more damage.
It's a D6, yeah.
So that's 16
16 hits.
and 5 damage.
5. So as you, swing, as this guy bumps into the other one, you come, as you're shouting, no, don't go any further, and you come down, running behind, get in, and with a big slice, you're going to take this guy down. Big machete chunk into the back of the head and neck, this was the slightly blunted machete that really did the damage to John the first time round. It's not a clean slice in. It's almost like part of a blunt instrument. As you hit down, you're expecting it to like carve in nicely. It kind of brutally forces its way in, and you see like the back of the spinal column and the back of the head kind of crush in. You almost feel the reverb back in your wrist from it, of like, oh, that wasn't as nice as it could have been as a slice in. But in the machete goes, out it comes, and flop to the floor. Your former foe goes.
Stay down this time.
Yeah. I will never stay down.
And then if I've got 5 extra movement, work towards the front door.
Yep. Boop. Sweet. Goodbye, my bandito friend. John.
Okay, so I'm pissed off that that guy ran past me, but seeing everything else that's going on, where exactly are the zombies about?
There's one here in front of John, which you could get round to. There's one here who you would assume is, well, difficult. You saw a guy go down, and the guy that is the bandit has stood up, and Beth's moving away from him, and there's one here. So they're in like a triangle on this back corner here.
If I was to go for the one that's going for Beth, would the other one get an attack of opportunity against me first?
Only if you step up. No. It's only if you step out of their range. You can move in,
right, okay.
Fine. It's if you go, I've hit him at the end of my move, I want to move away. It's like, no, can move away. Do give me a perception check first, though, just to see whether you would have picked up that this guy getting up is...
That'd be 17.
Okay, yeah. So you saw him go down, you heard the scream. The fact that he's stood up again and Beth's kind of on the floor staring at him, you've gone, I think I know what's happened here. Like, even though actually you've been attacking the bandits every opportunity you get. So yeah, that's fine. So you will assume that he is a zombie.
Yeah, so in a pissed off mood, seeing that's happened,
So you can
and
get
seeing it's Luke and Greg doing the other one, I'll go and attack the one that's attacking Beth.
Okay, nice. Yeah, okay, so you come up. So you can get in the gap, or you can stay just in the range of the one.
I'll stay just in the range of the one.
Yeah. Because you won't get flank unless you won't be able to. Cool. Roll your attack.
That'd be a 21.
21 definitely hits. What is the damage?
7 damage.
7. Fuck.
With the claw end of the hammer.
Claw end of the hammer. So Beth, as you're you've slipped on the buoy, you're now laying on the floor, staring up, and this guy kind of looking to come towards you. John comes flying in from the side, and as you see, as he like swings his hand up, you see the subtle flick of the hammer from blunt end to claw end, as he goes straight into the back of the skull, and the whole claw disappears into the top of the skull with a piercing like thud, like. And then the what feels like seconds, but it's probably only part of a second before he pulls it out. You hear the noise.
Do I get covered in blood?
No, because he would have been up. It's like a out of the top, like a little fountain, like as it sprays up, and he just crumbles. It's almost like you've popped him in the head and popped him as a balloon, and he's just fallen down to the ground. As you're sat on the floor looking up, the end of your claw hammer is. Got blood dripping off the end of it now, John.
Yes. So I've looked down at Beth and go, I'd say, are you okay?
Better now. Better now.
I owe you for earlier.
I'm shocked you remember, but we still have a ways to go.
We'll be friends again soon. This guy seen.
I think seeing and the shock of what's happened here, he's probably going to try and make his way back inside rather than running, not knowing there's none left. Yeah. Just trying any which way to get in and get out and get away. He was... actually, he's going to run upstairs. So, Graves, you see the guy, as you've like taken down the one, you look up and this guy's in front of you. He's still lower neck, like upper shoulder. Looks at you and his eyes are so wide. He's looking real fucked up, covered in blood. You can see it pouring through his fingers as you've taken down the guy and you've like turned to go forward, almost shouting at the one that's down, stay down this time. He's just seen that is one of his colleagues, one of the guys that were here before him, turns, makes his way back towards the back of the house, which is what you'd have seen. Who would? Luke, can you give me a perception check?
A 9.
9, okay. So none of you see this guy as he re-enters the building. Perfect. And Matthew, you are grappled.
Well, I guess I'm going to try and break the grapple.
Cool. Give me a strength check, sorry.
That is a 14.
14 breaks. So that is your attack. You are free. So yes, you steady yourself, now push slightly off and away from the benches and everything that's there on solid ground. You give him a shove, just almost like a two-fist jab to the nipple. If you could, you'd probably give him a little titty twister, and the arms come off, and you are free of the grapple. And somebody's like, ah! My burpees. That's you guys saying nipples at the beginning. It just gets in my brain.
Nipples.
We should just have like a word that needs to get in at some point during the night. Cool. So you are broken free, but still within the range of this guy. You can see again around you things going down, but your immediate danger has been broken. You can step out and it will be attack of opportunity, or you can whack away, Jim.
I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Oh, you can't whack away. You use your attack on you. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can I? No, it's alright. It's on my go anyway. I was gonna say I've got a bonus thing, but
You have to do. Yeah, you have to do it on your attack. Greg.
I thought for a second there you said boner thing.
That's
Yeah, guys, I've got a
mention the nipples.
I got a boner thing. Cool. This time, Greg is still holding the door, and he manages to push it closed. As he kind of realizes that nothing else is coming through. He's still just stood holding on to that door, but yeah, he's managed to, the bits he lost, he's managed to gain back as he closes the door around. Dylan. The door opens again, and this time it's just the guy that was referred to as Pops. Just walks in on his own, and he just goes, "Come on in, boy. We're going for a little walk." And he grabs the bag from the floor, throws it over your head again.
Oh, fucking damn it!
I didn't catch that.
And he's got Siri voice, and holds the bag round the back of your throat, so you can feel it. It's not that he's like strangling you, but he's got hold of your he's got hold of you and control of you through that bag and through the neck, and you feel it.
Wait, aren't we friends now? What the fuck?
Come on, we're just going for a little walk. Don't worry about it. And then you feel your feet get cut as he drags you up. Shimmies you up the chair to get you on your feet and starts to lead you out towards the front door. He's like, just follow along and we'll all be fine.
Alright, man, look, since we're walking and shit, what's your friend's name?
I said we're walking. I didn't say we were talking. And he just carries on pushing. So you just get led forward. Do you want to give me a perception check?
12.
12.
So you, as you're again, you've got this bag over your head. He's like I say, he's got you grabbed, and now as you're walking, he's got hold of your hands. He's got hold of the clasp around your hands, and one hand is grabbing that. So you're not being restricted from breathing, but you can feel it's there. Like if he wanted to, that's how he's going to pull you down to the ground. As you're trying to make note, and as you're looking through, you pass through, and you see a couple of more figures. As he turns you, pushes you into the door to open the door, and then starts pushing you down some stairs.
Yeah, I'm not resisting at this point because it seems like it would be stupid to do. But that doesn't mean I'm not a dickhead. So come on, man. Look, just tell me a name real quick. That's all.
Yeah, my name. My name's Pops. I'm everyone's favourite Pops.
No, not you, Shorty, the cute one.
Well, I thought you were after me.
Nah, you're a little big for my taste.
Yeah, don't you forget that. And he nudges you in the back and keeps moving.
Yeah, just going along with it.
Cool. So you get carried on walking. You just walk down some stairs, and we'll pick up. So there is a couple still alive, right? So back round to the top, we have our first man, who is he's going to go for Luke again, I think. That's a 12. That hits, right, Luke?
Yes, same. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I just lost something there. 2 points of damage. As again, this guy reveres back and jumps up and hits you again hard. Gets you in his grapple tight, getting ready to try and take a tasty, tasty bite out of lukewarm. And then we have our other dude who is still going to face off at Matthew after having the grapple broken. Looks peeved still, and you can see as they're like as you get closer to him, you start to see like they're getting almost like more animalistic. You see drooling coming out, like spit coming out of the mouth, Matthew, as this guy's facing at you, and you see the anger within the face as he strikes forward and misses quite triumphantly. Rolled a 3. So jumps forward for you again, gets caught on all the stuff that's on the floor as he's trying to make his way, get some purchase to get a good attack on you. And it's round to you, Luke.
I'm gonna try and break the grapple again.
Cool. Give me a strength roll.
That'll be 14.
14 does it again. Push him off again. It's like a battle of the ages. As yes, you release yourself from the grapple. Again, just pushing this zombie as he's got you getting shunted him back. The back ends of the knife you're using just to give yourself a bit of breathing space as these arms release from your body. Would you like to move or not? You'd still be within opportunity attack.
I'll stay where I am for now.
Stay where you are. Cool. Okay, Matthew.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Forward.
You are Matthew.
Oh yeah, I thought the others were before me.
It's not Graves' turn now.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, you're right. It is. It's Beth. How did I get down there? Oh, I looked at the bandit. That's why. Sorry, it's actually Beth. Go.
Right. So how many zombies are left? Just to clarify.
There is 2 that you can see up here in front of you.
Keep looking at the Twitch instead of the blooming
Yeah.
pause Twitch instead of when we're here. Right. Okay. Which one? Not try and flank. I don't think I can because there's things.
No, it's pretty congested in here because this guy, you'd have to get into the door. You have to push between them both.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna try and climb over some bodies and just kind of attack.
Yep.
I suppose the one that's on. What's his name? Matthew.
Matthew.
The one on Matthew.
Yeah. Do you want to come in from the same side as Matthew or more friendly?
Yeah, I'm gonna go from the same side as Matthew and try and keep myself further away from the other one.
You fell on Matthew.
We'll just kind of tag team him. DP, I believe, is what it's called.
That's fucking teamwork.
Yeah, that is.
And I'm gonna roll a 6.
Oh, nice. So yeah, again, there's all the benches, and this side the barricade is way high. You squeeze past it to get Matthew out of the room. But yeah, as you come down, you go and swing, and this swing and a miss. This is quite the battle of everybody missing everybody in this bottom corner here. Stay where you are.
Yeah, there's no point moving because it'll be an attack of opportunity, and nothing can come up behind me. So I think I'm in a good position.
Perfect. Graves, round to you. So you've seen the guy, you put that one down, you've looked towards the front, and then you saw the guy that was running this way turn and run back towards the back of the house.
I'm going to try and follow the guy that ran towards the back of the house.
Okay. So you can give me a investigation check.
I'm going to say the way I'd try and explain it is use my full movement to get into the house.
Oh, yeah.
And then look inside to see if he's there.
Yeah, okay. So give me the investigation check. Either way, I need an investigation check.
Okay. 10.
10. Oh, I set the DC at 10 as well. So as you get to that corner, you see the bloody handprint on the window frame, which tells you that he made his way inside. And as you were here, right?
Yeah.
So 30 would get you to the window. You'd have to double dash to get inside. So you'd have to use your action to get inside.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. And as you get inside, you see that so you know he's come inside. You see the blood pool where he landed, and then it kind of disappears. You don't see any more trail, but you know he was inside this building somewhere.
Yeah. And I'll shout across to everyone. One more came back in, and then go up the stairs.
Okay, cool.
With the rest of my movement.
Yeah. So you get to the top, and we'll go and get the map, and then John.
Okay, I'm gonna. As soon as I'm in a pissed off me, I'm gonna just take a swing at the one in front of Luke.
Yep. Nice. Step forward. Make your attack. Make your test.
So, 12.
12. Yep, that hits.
And a 4 damage.
4 damage. Nice. These ones haven't actually been. I was like, have I forgot to put stuff down? I don't think we've actually hit any of them. Nice, big hits. You step forward again, big hammer into the side, bang, big clout into. You miss in the head slightly. You kind of come in across the top half of the shoulder thing, and you hear and you feel with the hammer as it cracks into the bone. Like again, feeling a little bit of the reverb back in the handle of your hammer. A strong hit, but the zombie doesn't look perturbed by it at all. Then it is through 2, and then Matthew. Now it's you.
And I can still get past Beth to get another swing on this.
Yeah, Beth stood to the side of you. He fell on you with the camera.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just go straight in for another swing on this guy then.
Sweet. Mario attack.
That is a 15.
A 15. That is definitely a hit. What is your damage?
And the damage is a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Woo! So yeah, the backwards and forwards of missing and him missing you this time. You're going to be still with your unarmed.
Yeah.
So this time you kind of almost like loosen that box style, just sock him straight in the face, like into the nose. Poof. The head goes back a little bit. It's like what? You feel the crunch, almost the pain in your hand as you feel the crunch of the nose. But yeah, that was you felt much better about that. Strong footing, leant into it, and a good left or right hook, whatever you prefer. As you poof right in the face, it's like jab. Sorry, not hook. As you knock the zombie's head back. Its eyes can blink twice as it's still there. You almost see like the viciousness drop for a second as it like rezones and then comes back at you again. A good strong punt to the face. Greg. Greg now has closed the door, so he is free to feel good. I think he's going to run forward as well. Let me get some of these out of the way.
Got to attract his best buddy, right?
Yeah, exactly. I love you, Luke.
Seeing as Beth didn't.
I heard that.
16. So yeah, he is. Yeah, that's gonna hit. He's. I just realised he. Oh no, he had the metal pipe still, so he would have still had hold of his metal pipe. Popped it down his trousers, giggity, and we'll swing and do a solid. He winks back at you in a creepy way. And then, yeah, as he's got the door shut, and then once he realises it's shut, he kind of looks up, sees Luke and John fighting this one here, just grabs out that pipe and bang, slaps down. Again, they're like brutish force that this like young man gets from swinging these implements is almost as scary as he just swings around massive arc and into the top of the zombie's head. Just you hear the doof and the deep thud of that pipe, almost like rings out where it's slightly hollow. As he does a nice bit of damage to the attacking zombie. Dylan.
Before we go any further,
Yeah.
when they took me, they would have taken my bag, right?
Yes, you have nothing on you.
They searched my pockets.
Yes, you have. Well, as you can feel as walking, you have nothing on you.
Okay, they took my knife and my multi-tool. Fuck!
Yeah. You think they're just going to tie you up and leave you with a knife? What is this, an Austin Powers sketch? Yeah, as you're walking, you can't feel anything, but yeah, you visibly feel lighter. Yeah, you're like, okay, shit, I've got nothing on me.
Hey, big boy, that bag you took off me, I'm gonna need it. It's got my medicine in there.
Oh, that's funny, because we looked through it, didn't have any medicine in it.
Yeah, you fucking saw my medicine. It's green, you roll it, you smoke it.
Yeah. Well, it's some dirty habit you've got there. Maybe we'll just hold on to it for a bit.
You don't need it. Shit, I need it.
Fucking hell. Remember I said we were going for a walk, not a fucking talk. And this time he shoves you forward into feels like a fucking pretty solid metal door. You feel your hip smash against a bar as it opens up and the sun blinds through. All you can see now is bright light. Still with the thing over your head, but bright light fills your eyes, almost as your eyes starting to try and adjust into these weird conditions that you're in. And you feel that you are outside. You hear the sound of air and movement and birds. Probably it's still only shit. What time is it? It's probably like middle afternoon. You did all that. You got out super early in the morning, so we're probably only coming around to midday, maybe just after midday. So yeah, you feel the sun as you are thrown into a door, pushed outside.
Fuck, you ain't need to be that rough, man.
Well, I mean, I told you, just shut up and we'll be all right. As he walks forward, and he's just pushing you now forward as they carry on the walk down. Yes, perfect. Where are we? No, I need to get the thing, don't I? Let me. Do we want to? We didn't take a break last week. Do we want to take a break whilst I grab the upstairs map? Just take a quick 5 before we get on to the next stage. Is everyone back?
Yep.
Sweet. So.
Unmute everyone manually.
No, I think we're unmuted. I think we're good. Wait, say some words.
Some words.
Words.
Somewhere.
No.
It's only words. So, I have the map. It is at the back. So I shall move the counter around when we need it. But we are at the background to the top of the round. So as you are being walked forward, let me get my notes. Hang on. As you're being pushed forward, Pops is behind you, giving you a push, and just is essentially going to carry on a bit of the question making. So he's like, "So this soldier boy, actual armed forces member?
Oh, now you want to fucking chat, huh?
We've always wanted to. Well, yeah, okay. Do you know what? Good point." And then he just digs you in the ribs. Didn't need it made though, did we? Who is he?
He's a fucking soldier boy, isn't he?
So he's an actual soldier.
I mean, that's what he fucking says. He looks like one, he talks like one, he fucking acts like one.
What does that fucking make you?
Makes me the star of the fucking show, mate. What's your friend's name?
He just starts laughing. He's just like, "Fuck yeah, now," and then you almost like feel the grip loosen on the left hand as he's gesturing back to people. Like fucking comes back. He's like, "I'm Pops. You know I'm Pops. That's what I keep asking about. I don't know. I keep asking about anyone else. I'm your best mate here." Okay, so you've got a member of the armed forces with you, and you guys are looking for a new place to stay. What makes you think this house is good enough for you?
I mean, from all accounts, it's big enough. Plenty of bedrooms if you let me Make friends with your friend over there.
Fucking hell, why don't you let me hit you more? I'm starting to worry here because we need you to play ball. Essentially, that is our house. We've been in there, we were forced out, we're taking it back by hook or by crook. We're kind of guaranteeing, or hoping, that your friends like you enough that this all goes down smoothly. I'm starting to get the opinion that you're a bit of a knob and this might not go the way we want it to go. So make sure you play ball, make sure you play nice, and we'll all get on fine. And do you know what? You might get to speak to my friend after if you're lucky.
Shit, I'm the knob. You're the one with the bag over my fucking head. You ever think this might go easier if you took this shit off and untied my damn hands?
No, I wouldn't. And he just shoves you in the back and carries you walking. Cool. So, back round. We have 2. I'm hiding the old zombies for myself. So this one here is going to... He's going to swing out at... He's going to swing out at Luke. Lukey boy. Oh, 3. Fuck you, man. Okay, so this one taking a big hit from John. This guy here, as he took a big hit from Greg as well. Almost slightly discombobulated, jumps at you, Luke, and just misses completely. Swinging around, like wildly moving. You just step back. It's like, oh, that's nice. Probably easy to attack you've had to dodge as he swings out towards you. And then Beth and Matthew, as the one fronts you up, Matthew, he's taking that punch, that hook or jab right in the face from you. Eyes focus back in, although you can't see that because they're all white irises. And then he just pounces towards you, snarling again as he goes. That's 18 plus stuff, so I'm assuming hits.
Oh, yeah.
And that is 5 points of damage.
And I'm down.
Down. Matthew goes down as he steps up onto your body. You would be technically grappled, but you're unconscious, so it's fine. Beth, you see this happen as he jumps forward after your swing and a miss, and then you see Matthew take the punch, and he jumps at him, clocks him across the jaw, and this is like, it's like almost like Superman jumped with hands forward, caught Matthew in the face. Matthew stumbles backwards as the zombie then goes to pounce down onto him. Luke, it is you up.
I'm going to go for an attack.
Yeah.
So that is in my dex, isn't it? Because that's
with your
17.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Damage.
And that is a 5.
5. You slice in, and this time, I'll say we'll go for a stab. So as you've dodged back, and it's wildly swinging out, trying to catch. With the 3 of you kind of around it, John to your left, you got Greg to the right, and stuck in the middle with a zombie as you slab the knife straight in, right into just underneath, like the ribcage sternum bit there, the fleshy bit, and you go straight in. Turn the knife as you pull it out and slice down as it carves almost like a little C and stuff, and it almost starts to rip itself further as you pull out, as bits of guts and intestine just start to peek its way through as it convulses from that big hit. This looks real weak now. That's a nice strong hit. Beth, you're up. You've just seen Matthew go down from the attack from this one as this zombie stood over him waiting to pounce and finish the job.
Attack.
Attack.
Hey, are there any butt cheeks in his way?
No, he cleared all the butt cheeks.
Butt scratcher.
Butt scratcher.
Ooh. No, I'm not. Am I flanking? No.
No.
Maybe. Can't tell.
No. Who would be on the other side?
Not on the guy that's on Matthew.
Yeah. You're here.
Right, prepare for a fail again. And that's an 8.
An 8. Oh my god, what are you attacking with? Oh no, 8. Just it. Beats it. You just get him.
What?
You're lucky.
Nice. 4.
4. Fucking hell, you're a child. Yes, as you
The max I can
swing.
do is 5, you bellend.
You are? Max, you did. I know, but I mean, he had 4 HP left. So as you swing, I was like, oh, I might get to kill Matthew. But yeah, you've managed to swing in time. So yeah, as you stand up and just swing, you're going for whatever effort you can get. You just catch with the attack, and you weren't confident in the swing as you went for it, but you seem to have caught him well as the zombie spins into and smashes his face against this window here, and then you see the damage that was caused as the skull is kind of flapping open from the side as he slides down the window, spearing blood everywhere, and crumples on the floor. Good job.
Yay!
Yay.
Does he smash the window?
No, he didn't smash. He smashed into the window. He didn't smash through it. Luckily, the window's a bit stronger than it. Mr. Graves. So, you are upstairs. So this is the staircase here where you are. As you run here, there's 2 rooms. And there's a room at the end. The door is open on that one because your compadres opened it at an earlier excursion.
So yeah, start walking down the room towards each of the doors. Just shouting, "Come on now! We don't want any more trouble. We've helped you stop them outside." And get to the first door.
Yeah, that'll take about 25 for your movement.
Is there any like opening of the doors, or do I see where he would have gone?
So you can open the door and look, or you can roll an investigation to see if you can see where he would have gone.
Okay, I'm just trying to intimidate it now because I'm tired, I'm cranky. I'm just going to boot open the front door, the first door I come to.
Okay, cool.
To see if he's in there.
Cool.
There's
So
almost like an intimidation aspect.
yeah. So you boot, the door flies open. The door the doors weren't locked, so the door flies open. It's only an interior door of a building, and you're confronted with a bedroom.
Like I said, we don't want any trouble, and walk down to the next door if I can do within my movement, and then kick the next door in.
Well, you will take the kick and the intimidation as your action, so the furthest you'll get is just you can get 1 square further up.
Okay.
John, you have an incredibly weakened zombie in front of you. Luke's attack through the sternum opened up as the belly and the skin around the belly is just starting to give way and rip in front of you as the insides of the zombie are starting to fall out.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for an attack. Nat 20.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I mean,
I think, is that the first attack that we've had that's had a nat 20?
I think
Because
it
works slightly
yeah, I
differently.
think it might be. It might be the first one, yeah. So it's double damage, and then we haven't I'm not rolling with any additional tables for now. But yeah, if there's any additional flavour, we will add it in. But this guy,
Oh, I had a nat 20 in one of our early encounters.
oh, did you? Yeah, double damage.
Yeah, that's going to be double damage. So it'll be 14.
14. You.
Just double dice, not double damage.
Oh yeah, sorry, double the dice damage, not double the full damage. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, so that'll be 8 then.
8. You. I mean, how do you want to destroy this already very very weak zombie in front of you?
I want to kind of grab the hammer just under the hammerhead, so I'm holding it in my fist with just the hammer and just launch a punch with the end of the hammer.
Yeah.
Like right into the side outside.
Right, so you line up and you get so much power on the swing round that the hammer goes in, and almost wherever you've got it for your fist, the hammer goes in. Your fist partly gets into the skull, and as you pull out, you have to reverse the grip to hold the hammer to pull it out. A part of the skull just falls away, the ear comes off, the guts then give way, and this is just a stinking pile of mess that falls to the ground, which would take John. Yeah, that would take you. Yeah, that's your. And then we've got. Oh man. Okay, and then it is. Is there anything else you want to do?
Is that zombie that was on Matthew still alive? Did that one die?
No, that one died as well. So around you, you can't see any zombies.
Can I make it to one of the walls? To like back up to one of the walls?
Yeah.
So I back up to one of the walls and just sort of slide down and I'm sitting down, sort of crumpled, exhausted.
Yep. Cool. Matthew, you are unconscious, so we need a death roll, please. The death save. If you could message me the result. Nice, thank you. One save. I mean, you should be safe. There's nothing to kill you here, is there? And it comes down to Greg. So Greg, surveying that there's nothing else there, goes to give one last check, opens the door to check that things are there, clears a bit of space, and steps outside just to see, okay, are we done? Are we all safe? Greg, with his awesome perception at this point, sees a group making their way.
Making my way
Down the road. And he, before he's go, well, put his hand back on the door, look in and go, guys, we've someone's outside. Into the group. Dylan, you are being walked. Can you just in case? Can you roll me an initiative roll?
Initiative. I get +5, so that's a 16.
16, nice.
I was gonna say at this point I just stop walking and I say, look, man, this isn't gonna work. You're not thinking about this shit. If we're rolling up to this house and my people are there and I turn up bagged and bound, you really think this is going to go easy? Besides, what do you need the fucking bag for? We're outside. I can't see anything important. Take the shit off and it might go a bit easier.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's an 18 plus...
Fucking hell.
+3, so 21.
So he goes, I mean, if these guys love you as much as you say, we're not going to have a problem anyway, are we? We just want to make sure that we're all here to play nice. It sounds like you might be the problem, actually. So you're right. We don't need the bag. So he pulls it off your head and then just gives you a kick in the back of the knees. So you drop to your knees, stood on the gravel. And as you kind of pull out, you focus your eyes up. You still got your hands tied behind. You look up and you see the house that you were running towards. But a few meters back before you made it. And the survey, give me a perception check for what you might pick out as your eyes adjust.
3, so nothing.
So your eyes, you're just like, fuck, that is bright as you're there. And he gives you a little nudge. And he puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, look, we don't want to hurt you. Do you know what? You are a bit of a dick, but you're not that bad. So just help us all go along. We just want to get back into our house, and we are happy to share. This is a big enough house, but we're not going to take any shit, all right? So make sure that happens, and we'll all get along fine.
Hey, then cut my hands free and give me a cigarette.
Well, I'm not fucking stupid.
What am I going to do? You've taken all my shit off me. I want my shit back, but right now I want a cigarette.
He just taps you and goes, shh, 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 shh. It's about on top. So those in the ground, those in the ground floor, Grace, you probably wouldn't hear because the door's there. You might. Give me a perception check, Graves. Just a standard one.
I rolled a 20.
Okay, yeah, so you would hear this as well. So you, from everyone as the stand, Greg's opened the door and leaning and goes, someone's outside. You just hear someone, like a booming voice, just like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little friend here. You're in our house and we want it back. I believe you guys aren't the problem. So if you can bring out the guys that are the problem, we're willing to give you your friend back here and we can all go home, or at least discuss what goes on. So if you aren't really a problem, as this young man here says, then we all should get on fine. And that reaches out across all of you. So we will stay... we can stay within initiative to start, just to keep it easier. So, Luke, you've had Greg call you out of this. Is there anything you want to do, where you want to
go? At the moment, I'm waiting for other people to make a move.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Beth?
I'm making sure that everyone's alive.
Okay. Make sure everyone's...
Well, obviously Matthew went down,
Yeah.
so I'm going to
You're stabilising.
stabilise Matthew.
Cool. So, Matthew, you're on to 1 hit point. No more death saves. John from downstairs.
Is it not Graves before me? Is it?
Yeah, but just because of where we are, yeah.
I'll make my way out front. Myself get up and sort of way out front.
Mm-hmm.
And
So alongside Greg outside, yeah.
I want to make it like an intimidation check.
What are you trying to do? Because you are bloodied and beaten at the moment.
I just want to try and get a vibe of how serious they are.
Okay, so give me a perception check, so you can get a feel for who's there.
That'll be a 13.
13. So, all you do notice from where you are is that the person that is on the floor or on their knees in front looks a lot to be like Dylan, and you can see that there's a couple of guys on, like, one behind him and one stood to the right of him.
Okay, so I kind of shout out, Dylan, is that you?
Hey, MC Hammer, you got a fucking cigarette? Just fucking try and give me one.
Yeah, I've got a cigarette, but looks like you're not able to smoke it at the minute.
Fuck's sake.
I just shout to these guys, like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the guys, well, we'll play through the full round.
Yeah.
Sweet. Graves, you're upstairs. You've kicked in the first door. You have 2 doors in front of you.
Kind of carry on walking towards the second one, and just be like, it sounds like there's some people that want to come say hello to you, and then kick open the second door.
Yeah, cool. So you boot open that door. So again, greeted with a bedroom, and as you look around, it looks undisturbed. It looks just like a bed. There's not even any like creasing. It looks like it's almost been left as it was, or someone's made up the room at least from where they were. Can't see anything. Doesn't look like any signs of disturbance.
Which tells me you're behind lucky door number 3 as I walk towards the third door and kick that one open.
Okay, so this one. Cool. So as you kick the door, so the door was, you can see as you go to kick the door is busted, where your compadres before fly kicked the door and did whatever else they did to it to get it open. But the door is open, so as you boot the door open.
I'm just trying to be as loud and as intimidating as I can be, to the point that they'll probably hear me downstairs.
Okay.
But real life me is still a little bit tired
yeah.
and up, so I'm not showing.
Why not? Okay, give me a second. Sweet. So as you kick open the door, and as you've been shouting around, the door swings open, and it's what you're greeted with is quite a dark room as you're there, and then you see the flash of someone charging forward as the man you've been chasing charges forward at you with what looks to be like almost like a spear, like a long point instrument just charged. You see a guy running, and this thing has got some length on it as you're running forward. Like, not expecting, as you kick open the door, that this thing, as your eyes adjust, to see a man just running out. But yeah, you see the whites of his eyes as he charges forward, and that is a 14 plus.
I'm 13 AC.
13.
So.
And that is...
As I let out a scream and hit the floor.
Yeah, most likely, because it's a big...
I'm still on 1 hit point.
Oh, you're still on 1 hit point, so I don't even roll the dice. So as you kick open the door and you said, I think someone's here to see you, you just see this guy go, and just run through, and you get sporked right through the belly as he pushes you forward. And what it appears to have on him is just like, it's almost like a freaking, like it is like a spear, it's like a lance that he just got in your stomach, and the end is got like the slight fork on the end. So the first blade is in, the second blade is there. As he jabs into you, pushes you back 2 steps, and pulls out as you fall unconscious backwards.
Seeing as I am full blown thing, I probably would scream at them, or like blood curdle as I've been pierced by this thing.
So so everyone, downstairs, you hear the yell, you hear the doors kicking anyway as goes upstairs, and you knew he said that someone was upstairs. There's one more left. You then hear the yell, and then this cry of someone that's gone, and a thud of a body like hitting the floor.
Would I hear any of this outside?
You'd hear the scream, definitely, yeah. You wouldn't have heard the thud. You'd heard the yell, and you'd have heard the shout out of someone being
Possibly the doors being kicked open.
Would we have heard the scream down the street there?
Yeah. Give me a perception check, Dylan.
5.
No, you had nothing. But you Pops has got, because you're on the floor, Pops has just got his hand, like quite a good grip on your shoulder. You feel him grip, and he turns to look to his partner on the edge, who kind of takes a step forward. You feel like they clocked something. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Matthew. You are stable on 1 HP, and you just had all this go off.
I kind of like just come round like, Beth. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks again. The fuck was that scream upstairs?
The Graves went upstairs.
Fuck.
So maybe he got him? Question mark.
You reckon that you'd have recognised the second scream as Graves' tone of voice anyway?
Are you sure about that with my intelligence?
Oh, okay. Matthew would have.
Okay, I try and get to my feet and move as far across the room as I can.
Yep. So you would have used half getting up from your state.
I do also want to use. I feel like it's probably a good time to use my second wind as my bonus action.
Yes. Really?
Probably would be quite a good idea.
Probably would be quite a good idea. Yeah. Let me get rid of these bodies. Annoying. Yes.
And that's only a 2.
Ah. Well, that's 2 health points. Yeah. If anyone's got.
That's all right. I'm up to 3. You know, it's fine.
I do have that, but DM hasn't given us a short rest for a while.
I mean, it's only been like an hour in game. It's fine, right? You can choose when you take short rests. So you guys sitting down taking a break. You just
Did you use it in the
action.
field?
No, you didn't use it in the field.
Can't unless you're taking a break. Then.
You
I
have to
used
say
it
take a
in the
break.
field like 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, 2 sessions ago. Which was in game about an hour, maybe. Cool. So that is then Matthew. Greg is still stood up front, and then he just looks back and he's like, "What was that? What was that upstairs? What's going on? We need to. So someone needs to take charge." And that's his action. He just stood outside, not knowing what the fuck to do. He still has his back though, so he's ready.
Oh, it's not my turn, but I kind of turned to go and say, I'm sure, just because I think being outside, I wouldn't recognise that as being Graves. I'd say a scream. So I say, well, it sounds like Graves has found that other guy, whoever ran in. Still, it's got these guys to deal with now.
Okay. Okay, so back round to the top. You get pulled back up to your feet, Dylan, as they push you forward a few more. And this time, keep you up in the air as you hear Pops ring out again. Look, All we want is the guys that were in here first. If you are new here, we have no beef with you. We just want to understand. We just want to take the guys that were here before out so we can move back into our home. And like I said, we're happy to talk about sharing. Your friend here is very open to it. So, have we got someone that wants to come and talk to us? Start with this round. Dylan, you're now in the initiative, so I'll just go to you when you get there. So, Luke.
I'm going to use my medical kit on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then try and get as close as upstairs as much as I can. Obviously, I won't be able to get upstairs, but
Okay, cool. So your med kit is 1d. Is it 1d4 plus medicine? Unless it's a negative, which don't take it off.
Happened to me.
Yeah, I know. So you can get to the base of the stairs with using your action to use a med kit, and then your movement.
Right. With my medicine of -1, it is 1.
Yeah. So don't take your medicine. Don't take -1 off. You only add.
Yeah. So basically, you don't take.
Don't
it
take
off.
no.
Okay,
No. Don't
cool.
take a negative. Like you. Yeah. Unless you want to like. I don't think anyone can roleplay being that bad at putting fucking plasters on.
So I rolled a 2. So I was.
Yeah. Take a 2. You take 2.
I mean, this is lukewarm.
I know it's Luke, but then there's an instance where he rolls a 1 and he ends up. It's like I use a med kit and I hurt myself more. I don't really know what happened. So yeah, you take the 2. It's plus if you've got the additional modifier. So it's therefore if you've got people that are stronger at healing, they're better at using kits. Cool. So that's your move, Beth.
I'm going to go see what the scream was now that thingy's recovered. I mean, I don't know if it is Graves, but I should probably go see what's going on because it sounded pretty gruesome. I'm a bit scared about it, so I'm apprehensive, but I'm like, I'm just going to go.
So you,
I'm there, like,
double movement can get to the corner of the top of the stairs.
okay, yeah, I'll do that, and I can't use my action to see anything, but I'm guessing I'll be able to see Graves down.
Yeah, so give me a perception check.
13.
13. Okay, yeah. So you see, see Graves is down, and you will see because you didn't get back inside. You will see stepping over Graves' body is with 13. It's only a short corridor, and the door's been kicked open, so there's a bit of light coming into it. You see the bandit from downstairs, stepping forward with a fucking giant pole that he's just armed up towards you as he steps over Graves and he's walking towards. You're on the corner, so he hasn't clocked you yet, but yeah, he's stepping over Graves' body.
I mean, I can't do anything else, so that's me done.
Dylan, you've been moved up a little bit more. You can see what's going on. You haven't heard anything. You would notice that Greg and John are outside, and there's an assortment of dead zombies everywhere.
Yeah, what the fuck has happened here? Oi, Hammer, what the fuck have you not been doing?
Well, we got to this place. There's some assholes here already. And then those fucking things came down for the town. It's been one hell of a fucking mess.
Jesus Christ. Is it all done?
Well, sounds like Graves has just got the last of them, so I think so.
Alright, well come over here and fucking get me free then.
Okay. Obviously, I can't do anything yet.
I'm not sure John is really the one I want negotiating.
No? Why not? John's a great negotiator. So yeah, after Dylan, it is Lieutenant Brother Graves, and I've just got that pinged over as he rolls his first death row. So John, it is you.
Okay, I'll walk towards them, and I want to try intimidating them until letting Dylan go first before we any negotiations.
Okay, so how are you? How close you want to get to him? So 5, 10, 15, 20. You can go another 10 foot from where you are now forward if you want, or
I'll go one more square forwards.
Okay, and then it's what do you want to do? Because they're stood with Dylan
he's on his knees. Oh no, he's not on his knees. So he's still stood, but you can see that he's got his hands behind his back, and you've got the big guy behind him, and you can see that there's this younger woman to the right of him.
So obviously I'm covered in blood. I've got my hammer in my hand. I'm like, look, so fucking right fuck on here. I'm assuming those guys are the arseholes who just fought, along with these other things. But before going any further, just let him go. So, you know, it's in your best interest because he can't be an ass for you. And then we can talk about all this mess.
Right, roll a persuasion. That's more. I would say that's more persuasion than intimidation.
Okay. That would be a persuasion 16.
16. Yeah. So as you see, the guy that stood holding Dylan doesn't really move. He just keeps staring you down, and you hear the woman to his right as you're looking at her. Just says, "Look, we'd love to do that. We'd love to let your friend go, but we need to get into the house. Are you holding any of those bastards inside?"
Well, as you can see, it's been a bit of a fuck on. Most of them are, well, I'm assuming all of them are dead. There's one left. You heard that scream. I'm pretty sure that's the end of him as well. So they're all done. They're all gone. They're fucking assholes. I couldn't stand them, so they went as well. So if this is your house, you know, it's your house. Whoever was here before, they dealt with. So there's no need for any of this. I'm not in the mood for any more fighting. But if you don't let a friend go, it's just gonna have to come to that.
No, we hear. I hear you. You look, pretty fucked up, to be fair. So, okay. So she turns back and flags to the other two, and you see two further guys start making their way forward through the gate, and one of them closes the gate behind as they're done. We'll leave that for there for now. It is our friend's turn upstairs. So. He can't get all the way up. He can't get to him actually. So as Beth, as you've peeked around the corner and see this guy's coming towards, and he's got he's almost like crouched into like prone predator mode as he's coming forward with this giant pole. As he gets to near the corner, kind of catches sight of your jacket and goes to make a swing at you. You'll have half cover, which I think adds 2 to your AC. I think adds 2 to your AC. Oh. He rolled an 8 anyway. He rolled an 8, so I'm assuming with a half cover misses. Is Beth on mute again?
He's always on.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah, I was on mute.
Okay. So yeah, as you've like peeked out and you've seen him creeping towards you, and then he spotted you and just gone in for the poke. You've managed to step back, and you just see the corner of the dust of the wall and the cover of the wall, the bit of the brick dust as he pulls back, and you're like, Poof. One thing you'd notice is he is not stood up close to you. He's taken that from a distance. He's not right at the corner. So you were kind of like, whoa, a bit surprised, but yeah, he's made a stab towards you. Matthew. It is you.
I guess I continue to make my way towards the stairs. How far am I away from them?
So you could get alongside, with normal movement, alongside Luke.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get alongside Luke.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, you would be alongside him. Oh, it's nice and tight in there. That's you have an action, but it's what you want to do with action.
And as you're there, or essentially, Luke's stood there, and you Beth just stood back, almost like a little bit like hands up, like whoa, as on the corner of that area.
Okay. I say up to say to Beth, did Graves get him, or has he got Graves?
Wait, you saying it's me?
Yeah, you're in front of me.
Can't he? I just got attacked by a spear.
Oh yeah, but I've only just got there. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he got there after the attack.
Right, yeah. Graves is down.
Oh, fuck.
Graves is down.
Yeah, I can't do anything else, so I'll just end my go there.
Greg, in a show of support, is just going to stand close to John, just like almost behind you, John, just with his bat in his hand. Everyone else is gone. He looked inside. His best friend Luke's disappeared and left him. No one else is in the house, so he's like, "Fuck, I'm not standing on my own." He's just gone and stood behind you there. As we'll come round to the top again. So Dylan, you feel like the hand release slightly on you as Pops kind of walks round beside you. So these guys have stepped up, and you kind of as you're looking around, you catch like you've got you've got the young lady on your. He told you her name on your left, so you can see that she's there. She's close to you. You also would note that she's now holding a machete herself. So she didn't have that before, and now she's got a knife in his hand. Pops himself doesn't have anything as he steps forward, and he's looking at you, John, as he steps up. He says, "Look, okay, I understand. We don't want any more fighting. You boys look like you've been through the fucking wars. We just need to make sure that you haven't got any more of them hiding, and none of them are with you. Your friend here seems to think, that you guys are going to want him, and that he wasn't part of this. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So we just need to make sure that's the case. Look, I've got no weapons. We just want to have a look around and check that the house is in order." That's to you, John.
So look, like I said, been through enough. Those assholes I dealt with. If we don't want any more bother, how about you want to go and check around? Fine. You're gonna find nothing. Those guys are here. Dylan, he was in the village with us. We were looking for stuff, looking for food or whatever to take back to where we were holed up. We came down this way because we're looking for a bigger place to stay. And when those things started chasing us, we lost him somehow. I guess he just got left behind. So, yes, he's part of our group, and we just came down this way and we lost him on the way. How about, if you don't want to give him up just yet, one of you guys stay out here with him? Well, we'll stay out with him, so everyone knows everyone's fine. And the rest of you can go in, take a look around. But just be warned that there are more of us in there. But if you're not a threat to us, we'll not be a threat to you. We just need a place to hold up.
How about?
Can I interject at this point?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah. We don't need to roll an initiative for this. This is more roleplay, I think.
Yeah, I turn to my left and say, "Hey, baby, you want to stay out here with me while they check?"
She looks at you in the eye. Fucking slow shakes her head like, yeah, okay. Pops, me and you, let's go. Okay, you. What's your name? To you, John.
My name's John Gardner.
John.
That's yours.
John, nice to meet you. My name is Akira. This is my friend Pops. Your friend is an annoying little shit. So how about you?
I'm kind of on second thoughts. You can keep him now if you want.
We don't want him, but we need to check. And okay, you seem like you're on the level. If you and your friend here walk us around, we just want to check that everyone is dead, and then we can discuss what happens from here. I mean, we did just hear a scream, so I'm assuming all is okay inside, but it looks fucked up. We don't want any fights, but
you're gonna need to show us around. You lead us the way. I don't want to walk into, any traps, any bullshit.
Like I
Damn,
said,
Fury, just gonna leave me out here by myself?
like I say, I'm not gonna leave Dylan out here on his own.
Yeah, he won't be on his own. My friends here will look after him. Don't worry.
No. Let's come to some sort of agreement here. Okay,
This is the agreement. You walk us around the house to check that you're not spouting any shit, and your friend will be fine. Look at him; he's chatting away, fucking annoyingly so. He'll be fine with our friends. Don't worry.
At this point, I'm starting to get pissed off.
I'm gonna interject again. John, give me a cigarette, and if these guys are untie my hands so I can smoke it, then I'll stay out here. I don't give a shit.
How about you guys feel about that? Okay, he's here with a cigarette. Got two of your guys here. Do we have a deal?
Dylan's so annoying though.
Yep.
Persuasion with advantage, seeing as the two of them asking him the same thing.
But then I was thinking it's almost because he's so annoying, it's a disadvantage. It might just be a straight persuasion roll, but from Dylan.
I tried to help.
Yeah.
From me, okay.
Yeah, from you. Because they've had more of contact with you.
14 plus 3 is 17.
14. Okay, 17. Okay. Pops, well, who do we want to leave? And Pops looks to him, and he's just. You can see on Pop's face, he's just like, He's like, there's a level of uncomfort with it. Pops walks up to you, Dylan, like straight on in your face, and just says, "Don't you fuck around with these two here, all right? We'll get you a cigarette, but if I find you fuck around, I will fucking kill you." And he's like almost like he's been slightly jovial and joking with you, but this you feel like he's like, "Oof, okay, that's."
Can I respond to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fuck around. I'm gonna wait out here to chat to Kira again.
Okay. Just remember what I said. And he spins around, and then and quick, you didn't see anything on him. Flicks and cuts your band, the cable ties off your wrists. And as you spin back around and you're like checking your wrist out, flicks and slips into his back pocket something that looks incredibly like your pocket knife.
Motherfucker, I want that back later too.
He turns around, just winks at you. So, and then as you turn around, what you see with you are two gentlemen. One slightly older than the other. Let me find my information. One for like mid-30s guy. This guy here, quite well dressed considering actually, like some nice chinos on, bit of like a shirt. He's got just a little Harrington jacket thing on. Looks pretty bad out. Doesn't look the most confident, and you haven't really heard him say anything. The other guy is a real old guy, probably in his like 70s, but looks fairly sprightly for it, fairly portly. As he's sorry.
His name's not Ian, is it?
It's not Ian. No. Oh no. And when you turn, you look at who you're with. You're like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, one of them's a little bit. He's definitely older, very portly, very well dressed, almost in like you can see the clear definition of the pressed trouser, but the side, but almost like a dress trouser he's got on, and it's a very well decorated jacket, not like a dinner jacket, sorry, like an overcoat, almost like a military overcoat, you'd say. It's like a thick green, not like a greyhound, but something a bit stronger. He's very well put together. You can see that he looks after himself very well. Slight comb over as he's parted across, and they're the guys that you've been left with.
All right, lads. Who wants to tell me about Kira?
The big portly guy's like, oh, well, I mean, Akira's lovely, isn't she? She's been really good looking after us here at the house. So, yes, no, I think she's a very lovely young lady, actually.
I'll pull out a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Give one to Dylan.
Pops will take this. Pop steps up to take the cigarettes from you, John.
I was gonna offer them to everyone else as well.
Oh, okay.
Just to try and diffuse the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if anyone else takes them.
No, Kira and Pops don't know, but he throws whatever you want to throw back to Dylan. I'm assuming a lighter.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck.
Matches, a box of matches.
Oh,
I'm
box of
keeping
matches.
my fucking
Appreciate it.
lighter. I know what Dylan's like. I'm keeping my fucking lighter.
Okay.
So that's all right. Right. We'll go in. There's 4 of us inside, just so you know.
Okay.
A whole lot of mess and a whole lot of bodies.
We can. I mean, look at the shit outside. This is the inside can only be bad, but we'll don't worry. We'll help clear it up. We just, like I say, we just want to make sure that there's none of these fuckers stowed away. That there's not the front. We're pretty comfortable, but yeah, let's make our way. So you guys start making your way towards the front. Dylan, you guys staying outside along by the fence with our portly gentleman and the other guy as the 4 come in. So we go back to the guys upstairs. It will be Beth. You guys are technically still in, I suppose, combat. It depends what you want to do, how you want to do it.
So obviously I've explained the situation. I can see thingies down there.
Mm-hmm.
And as a kind of free-ish action, I just want to shout over to the guy who went at me with the spear. What are you doing?
He just let me out. Just let me get out. I just want to leave. I'm fucking done. Just get out of my fucking way.
Drop the weapon, and you can go.
That's not really gonna work. Get the fuck out of the way.
I can't. There's stairs, and our friend is hurt. I'm gonna go walk past you now. Okay.
You're gonna step towards him.
I'm gonna look to walk past him.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna hold my hands out. The hammer in one hand still.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna look to walk past him. And as I'm doing it, I'm gonna face him, but like kind of shimmy to the side of him. I'll be like, you can go. I need to check he's okay.
Okay. So where you are here, you want to go straight past and see what happens.
Would that be a persuasion check?
No, it depends. It's not. It's wide enough, so it wouldn't be contested. He might try.
No,
he could try
persuasion.
on the guy.
I'm trying to convince him not to attack me and to convince him that I'm gonna let him go because I don't care.
Yeah.
He can go past me. I'm not bothered.
I don't know. I just don't think he's. It's a small corridor, and you've got a hammer out.
Okay, so what's his
He's
reaction?
back. He
'Cause I might
is going to
just
stop.
wallop him.
That's what I was going to say. He's going to step to block you. So as you start to step forward with your hands out, he just kind of steadies himself in the middle of the corridor.
I lash out with my hammer.
Okay, cool. So you
Not
step in.
damage.
Cool. Roll an attack.
Hey, dirty 20.
Day 20 though. That's a hit. What damage?
4 + 1, 5 max damage. Get in there. The dice gods.
The dice
Recovered.
gods. Yeah, see, you're trying to make, I'm going to be nice, and then you hit guy with a hammer. So
That
you
was double dice damage.
No, it's dirty 20, I think.
Dirty 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. So yeah, you step forward, and he steps to block across, and you get past the range of where he's at the end. And this is a lance. It's a decent sized weapon. And as you get past the blade, you take the step quick and swing in for the attack, catching him like blindside across the head, and he flies into the thing, and he is weak. He just almost drops to one knee as the side of his head is caved. There's like blood starts pouring from in and around his ear. You can see he was already pretty fucked up, and where the one side of his body was covered in the blood from the bite, you've now caught the other side, and you can see that he is just almost like drenched and dripping in blood. He's looking incredibly weak now as you've twatted him.
And as I'm twatting him in there, I just go to him and I say, "What? Why?" I'm not victim shaming, but I'm definitely victim blaming. It's definitely his fault that he got hit in the face with a hammer.
Yeah. It's all your fault. Sweet. So you've hit him. Did you want to carry on moving?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to carry on moving past him. Fuck it. If he hits me, he hits me.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that would be 5. So you want to get up to Graves?
Yeah.
So he is going to swing at you.
Can he swing a lance around in a narrow
No,
corridor?
he can't. And at that range, it's going to be at disadvantage because of that. So he's almost going to try and reverse punt you in the back. As disadvantage of roll 4, so you might be hitting him. Fuck. So yeah, as he's like, and you've cracked him in the head, and you just walk past him, he realizes he can't like move it. He just tries to reverse, like stab backwards with the blunt end, misses completely as he's.
Beth has no fear.
So
Just
you make
imagine
your
him
way.
hit him with the hammer, just walking past him.
You make your way up to Graves.
Got it, fam.
Cool. So that is Luke then.
Okay, I'm gonna basically run round the corner full pelt and try and Cantonal kick him.
Shut up! You're gonna run around the corner. Okay.
Run upstairs
At
round the
this point,
corner.
I
You
don't
get to the top
know
of the stairs.
if I'm gonna hit Beth or I don't know who's round the corner. I'm just thinking, fuck it, I'm going for it.
Do you shout Leroy Jenkins as you do it?
Yeah.
Why does he always say this?
Leroy!
I don't know why. You've got lazy weapons. So you want to run round and then fly kick him.
Yeah.
This is just going to be a. Okay. Roll an acrobatics check. If you beat a 12, where you're adding, so you'll be adding whatever your acrobatics dex away. If you beat a 12, then I'll let you roll this as with a d4. Otherwise, it's just strength. So to do damage, you've got to meet an acrobatics check. So you come running. You're in a corridor with no running space. You run, and all you do is you left foot off the wall to cancel our kick on the return. If you give me an acrobatics check first.
So it's at a D20, is it?
D20, and then plus your acrobatics, which I think is your dex.
Yep. And if
Yeah.
you've got it trained, you add your thing.
But it'll only be his dex, because it's essentially an acrobatics check, right?
Yeah.
There's no.
So
Oh no, there
yeah.
isn't. Yeah, because acrobatics is a skill.
It's a
Isn't it?
skill, yeah. It's a skill check.
So that's a 2 and a 2. That's a 4.
Perfect.
So you're tried and tested, never fails, apart from when it fails most of the time. So you run, you try to jump off the wall, like Matrix Keanu Reeves style in the corridor. You're like, this is going to work. You put your foot against the wall and just slips down as you barge into the side of the wall. And then you're just fronted. But you are within the 5 foot of the guy. So you're right in front of him. But yeah, you didn't hit. Because an acrobatics kick is just an unarmed attack. So yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't just swing
Okay.
the axe. Good. It was flary. It was lovely, but it didn't work. Matthew, you've just come up behind Luke. You've seen Beth go around the corner, and you hear the cry of the guy, and then nothing else. Luke just starts running once he hears the cry. And you hear nothing else. So you probably, I don't think you'd even see the back of Luke actually from where he is, because he should be much closer.
It's got to be a running headbutt, isn't it?
So, I mean, he's got 3 hands. Yeah. So yeah, you're free to do whatever you would like.
I'm gonna make my way up the stairs normally and just. So I guess I notice him in front of Luke as I get round the corner.
Yeah, you get to the corner. You see Luke. You see Luke like almost like almost. You see Luke like Family Guy-esque, like yeah. And then the guy stood in front of him, who's still slightly discombobulated. You can see the lance that's launched now in front of him as well. That he's just got in his grasp.
So I turn to Luke like, well, that went fucking well, didn't it? And then I step up next to the guy and. Do you know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going for another headbutt.
Yeah. So you have
After how the last
works.
one went, it's I'm confident in the ability in my head.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 23.
23. That definitely hits.
Yep. And that is a 6 for damage.
6. Yes, this guy was weak. So, Luke, you've run, tried to jump off the wall, fucking fell, knocked into it, like twatted your knee, and you're fuck. Matthew, you come around the corner like, what the fuck? Look at this guy, and just that like almost like Vinnie Jones-esque, just like, bang, just full crack, almost like if you watch it, you'd be like, how are you not taking damage from that? That looks so painful. As you again cave in, the guy's head just like crocks a little bit, and he falls. You almost like pot across his eye. You can feel his eye burst with the blood as it falls down, as he hits the wall, carries on, slumps to the ground, drops the lance on the floor. He is down. He is dead or unconscious, depending on whether you wanted to knock him out or kill him. Matthew. Because
at this point, I want him gone.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you just knocked him. You see him just go. He's gone. He's sliding down the wall. He is out. Lance, ding ding, drops to the floor, and we are officially out of combat. Unless anyone wants to do anything. So this time, you guys enter the room. Greg pushes the crap out of the way, and the four of you are inside, kind of surveying what's going on. Guys upstairs. I suppose, Beth? Are you just going to look at Graves, or?
Muted again.
Did I unmute myself? Oh, I actually muted myself and I thought I was already muted. I want to, as before, as usual, stabilize.
Okay. So you lean down. You grab Graves, and you go to like stabilize and find where he might be injured. You find pretty quickly the bleed from the stomach, and his whole entire midriff is just covered in blood. And as you then feel around, you see all the bloods on the floor around as well. And then you're trying to stop and put your hands on and slap his face and wake him up, and you're slapping blood across his face. And as you realise you're holding the wound, there's no more blood coming out. He's not moving. He's not moving at all. You're slapping, you move and as you're doing this, you're getting covered in blood. He's getting covered in blood, but Graves is not moving.
Medical check.
Right, medical check.
Bad. No. It is. Where's my bloody? Hang on. 7. Is he alive?
So as you pull him out, you move and you go to check pulse. You find nothing.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Graves isn't breathing.
Huck.
Kiss alive.
Nah.
Cool.
Luke, you got any of those kits still?
I threw it to him earlier and he just left it.
Do we need to hit him in the head before he turns? Is this a thing? And I kind of stand there, kind of visibly shaking, sort of holding my hammer just kind of over his body.
Mm-hmm. Feels like a good time to stop.
I was going to say, are we ending it there?
Yeah, I think we're ending it there.
Action stations.
Action stations. That's
I have
what...
a dead man.
There was a dead man.
Maybe.
Yes.
There, right?
We will finish that. Seems like a good place to go. That was hectic. Real hectic. But yes, as you stand there now, you three in the corridor, the bandit down, Lance on the floor, and Lieutenant Graves' blood out across the entire corridor. Not moving. No pulse. No life. As
I've hurt my pride as well.
you've got, and Luke's got a boo boo on his knee, which is the real story we're waiting for.